we're gonna get straight into it. There's no messing about. We need to go do some speed runs. So if you're ready on time.
Pokémon Emerald.
3, 2,
ГБА-версия.
1, go. So hi, I'm Amoeba. We're going to be doing Pokémon Emerald glitches today.
Я на самом деле очень хочу уточнить одну вещь. Emerald сделано по аниме или все-таки это отдельная версия?
So Shiru is the current record holder for this run.
Да что Yellow, да.
For 3 years now?
Какой у тебя вопрос, говоришь?
Pokémon Emerald сделано по аниме или все-таки это отдельная часть?
Pokémon Emerald сделан по предыдущим покемонам.
Not on the other hand, because that sounds like you're really bad.
Единственный, который сделан, по-моему, в духе аниме, это был этот Yellow версия.
Shiru's a fairly old guy in the scene, and I'm just a fairly old guy in general. So.
Ну, он типа на волне хайпа, короче, с аниме.
Done really well in the game recently, so I'm super happy I've got both of them for commentary.
Ну, вообще аниме по покемонам и игры по покемонам очень сильно разнятся.
Well, the GameCube's in the back for. I repair them. I totally didn't arrange them.
И мы тут оказываемся в грузовике.
That looks cool, actually. I didn't notice that.
So yeah, we're going to be doing glitchless.
Переехали на новое место.
Speedrun useful glitches in this game, but they are trash.
Вот тут грузовики, грузчики покемоны, короче, помогают нам перебраться.
It's not even inconsistent skill-wise, it's like RNG inconsistency. And it just makes the run a nightmare. And glitches is more interesting, we get to do more movement tech, we get to do more...
К сожалению, тут сюжета сильно не поменялось. Pokemon Crystal.
Battle tech and RNG minute. Which segues quite nicely into the very first thing I'm going to be doing.
Единственное, что теперь
у
нас врагов больше.
Good special attack, good speed, reasonable defenses.
Стандартное начало, в котором мы просто выходим из стартового города, стартовой локации. Встречаем своего друга,
который там в своем роде является нашим соперником. Райвел.
Ну, это вот я никогда до конца не понимал эту фишку игры, что наш друг является нашим врагом.
Но он типа у него большой ЧСВ, он не хочет вам уступать, но вам с ним весело общаться. Понимаете?
Just for movement purposes, it does matter for minutes as well. You may as well tell the runner, be a good pal, really.
Thank you.
So yeah, this is 1/60 of a second, tough to get. Hopefully he does.
Мы нашли сумку с покемонами, покеболами. Выбираем покемона. И это должен быть мальчик.
Я скажу одну вещь, которая сейчас произошла. Мы сделали небольшую рандом манипуляцию. Мы сделали сохранение, взяли покемона. И если нам не нравится покемон, точнее не нравятся гены, которые выпадают у покемона, мы перезапускаем консоль, чтобы снова загрузиться, снова взять этого покемона. И мы будем рандомить, пока нам не выпадет, ну, плюс-минус хорошие статы. Конечно, есть прям вообще имбовые статы, но они не выпадают никогда. Ну, второй попытки выпадают, в принципе, неплохие гены. Точных цифр не подскажу, но ранние комментаторы говорят, что очень хорошие выпады. Да, хоть это и гличный спидран, но здесь будут некоторые трюки, которые связаны с математикой.
Трюки не ломают никак игру, они просто... Это просто как бы взаимодействие с тем, что игра нам дает взаимодействовать. И, мы выключаем игру, это не глич.
Ну, да. То есть по большей части спидран всех, по-моему, покемонов, ну да, почти всех покемонов, это жесткая математика, которая уже давным-давно все просчитано. То есть даже то, как мы идем по кустам в которых встречаются случайные битвы с дикими покемонами, на самом деле тоже уже посчитано. И оказывается, что не каждый куст работает по принципу, то есть, что там может быть битва, а может не быть битва. Наоборот, они именно так работают, что некоторые кусты имеют более высокий шанс битвы, некоторые меньший, и мы знаем, какие кусты имеют какой шанс, и знаем, как идти по ним.
Ну, в основном мы ходим, типа, просто оптимизированная по наиболее оптимальной траектории.
Да, мы встречаем нашего друга детства, который выбрал тоже покемона. Примечательно, что для Эмеральда мы выбрали Квиртла, по-моему. Мы выбрали, ну, в общем-то, мы выбрали водного покемона.
И он, кстати, огреб. Чуть не отлетел в эту файте.
У него, по-моему, крит прилетел, но это не страшно. Это не страшно.
Да, маткипа мы взяли.
Маткип. Я почему-то привык к первой ревизии покемонов, и там был Сквиртл.
Будь тут никого такого не встретится.
Да, у нас особый регион, в котором встречается только определенный вид покемонов. Именно для этой части, то есть для этого поколения покемонов.
О, Эмеральд покемон, это подожди, это тот, по которому ремейк сейчас делают. Вот почему они его решили показать. Так сказать, напомнить людям, какая игра была прикольная. Это здорово. Интересно, будут ли в ремейке такие же жесткие манипы? Не поэтому. По-моему, там Diamond Shining. Shining Diamond это вообще из Жожи.
Trying to avoid the worst possible situations. And that's in certain fights we're going to end up with a lot more bad potential situations rather than very few. But we never actually need to get really, really lucky.
Третье поколение я нашел.
Ремейк на 3DS. Ремейк ремастер?
And that's one fight. I'm gonna take the safety heal here.
Да, мы играем в Эмеральд.
Save before Calvin.
Небольшая, я точно не знаю, как. Дополнение к Сапфиру и Руби. Они происходят в третьем поколении покемонов. Прям в последнем кусте словил рандомную битву. Нам не обязательно сражаться. Большая часть битвы мы просто можем уйти.
Там Diamond Tunpiro ремейк. Я совсем запутался немного. И интересно, кстати, Diamond Tunpiro, наверное, покажет на следующих ГДК.
Я не уверен, но, по-моему, Diamond уже был на каком-то СГДК.
Ну да, это ремейк Diamond, да.
Diamond у нас это Golden Diamond?
Нет, Diamond Tunpiro.
Я, по-моему... А, да, было. Это точно было. Все комментируют. Почти все раны видел. Да, последние несколько лет.
Fun because it's still got really good movement, but you want things to go bad. Like you want things to go a little bit dodgy. So if you're sending in donations now, wishing me good luck, don't wish me bad luck.
В игре есть тренера, которые просто стоят всю жизнь на одном месте. И все, что они делают, это ждут битвы с главным героем. Некоторые из них умеют крутиться. Данные персонажи комьюнити прозвало вертолеты, хеликоптер. И это, наверное, самые противные враги в игре. Дело в том, что битвы со многими из них не обязательны. Точнее, вообще со всеми не обязательны. Но многих мы не можем пропустить, а многие могут к нам повернуться, например. И поэтому мы их не пропустим. Но самое интересное, что когда мы ходим по кустам и встречаем диких покемонов, мы можем от них сбежать. Что мы не можем сделать с вертолетами. Если мы встретились с вертолетом, то это стопроцентная битва, это 100% надо сражаться. По игре мы идем по определенному пути, в котором наш покемон всегда будет сильнее, чем вертолетные покемоны. То есть если мы даже случайно, например, попадем на вертолет, или это обязательная битва будет, мы все равно будем сильнее.
We're going into the Wally catching cutscene. Fun little fact about this: it is possible for Wally Zigzagoon to beat this route. So the fight's crit locked, you can't get crits, and the Zigzagoon will always tackle twice, but the attack stats, that's a really good roll.
Мы играем
The stats, the
не за
natures
главную
of both
героиню.
the Zigzagoon and the routes are randomized. So if the Zigzagoon has a plus attack nature, good attack IV, and the routes has a minus defense nature and a bad defense IV, and it hits both tackles, and they both high roll, the routes can die. The actual odds of that in practice are like 1 in 200,000. But if it does happen, which it
Ты не
doesn't,
понял, что здесь происходит?
you actually save
Это
time, because Wally
обучение
doesn't get to do this whole
потому
Pokeball
как
thing. The
ловить
fight just
покемонов.
ends, and then Wally talks to you as if he actually
Покеболы.
caught the routes.
Это на самом деле, по-моему, нововведение было, потому что в Red версии, не уверен за Кристалл,
Everyone see a shiny routes.
но
Because
мы не
Crystal is
могли,
randomized same as any
у нас
other
не было
routes,
обучения
shiny
по тому,
as
как
well.
ловить покемонов.
Shiny is way more likely.
И нам приходилось добирать до этого
Weird way, yeah.
самому.
Whoever said shiny
По-моему,
is way
были
more
подсказки,
likely.
кстати говоря.
Yeah,
Но
it's
именно
rare.
прям самого
But,
обучения
I
не
mean,
было.
it's always
И
constant
это вот
whenever you see a shiny route.
такая небольшая
If
инновация,
Shiny
что
died,
вот
it
нам
has to be the
нас
overall
чуть
of
за
time.
ручку
It takes
начали
so much time, actually. It
вводить
takes
в
like
игре.
20 seconds.
It is ridiculous. It's almost worth manipping if we could find a frame, but odds are we would have to wait.
На марафоне уже был Black and White, где мы
Normally in standard runs
Сильфом
here, I'd
немножко
actually run
побомбили
around on the
с
beach
того,
and not
что
risk encounters in
покемоны
this
с
grass,
каждым
because we
годом
can't tell for
все
this specific section,
казуальнее и
but
казуальнее
to line up
становится.
the RNG for a manipulator, I need to nip through here. And
Это
unfortunately,
правда.
Здесь мы можем заметить, что поначалу нас все-таки немного носят за ручку,
Well, I guess it's bad luck, huh?
вводят за ручку, прям говорят, что делать и как.
Oh no, I've got to adapt to one encounter.
Pokemon Black
Oh,
на
I
самом
don't
деле
need
даже
to
было
Mumphill.
целое обучение, то есть
Have you
внутриигровая
need to save here?
школа
We're actually gonna remember
покемонов,
to save for this fight. We did it, guys. Good
покемоноведов,
job.
наверное, как-то
This
так
one's much more important
называется.
because the fight coming up is a pretty big reset point. This Puccina is not a friend.
Вся карта поделена на секции,
So it outlevels us
они
by 2
называются
levels.
пути.
We 5-shot
Ну,
it,
мы можем
and it
увидеть
has sand attack.
в меню
Accuracy
название
in
данного
this game
пути.
or in this gen is busted. After one sand
Так,
attack,
это у
our
нас
tackle drops
Аква, я
from
так понимаю.
95 to 72%, something ridiculous, and then after 2 it's like a coin flip.
Да, это
And he's gonna
команда
get at
Аква.
least 4, well, he might get 3
В отличие от
crit. Who knows?
Сапфир
That is
Руби
actually
версии,
relatively hard.
Аква
You can potentially
это
start here
тоже
for 15%
злодеи.
rather than 5.
You're
В
kind of jinxing yourself.
Сапфир Руби
That's kind of the idea.
Аква были, ну, такими мирненькими чуваками, с которыми мы
Yeah, that's good stuff.
дружили. Команда Магма, да. Здесь две команды в этой игре. Команда Магма была плохой, и мы с ним сражались. Сейчас же сюжет изменили. Теперь мы сражаемся с обоими командами.
And of course.
So that is a very bad crit because we were going to kill it anyway. So we just waste 2 seconds sitting through a critical hit text, which is terrible.
Ну, знаешь, мне кажется, обучение так или иначе присутствовало в старых играх. Просто раньше, типа, тебе не говорили, что сделай то, тебе просто ставили в ситуацию, в которой ты дальше не пройдешь, пока не поймешь, что надо сделать. И в какой-то мере это такой вот источник для обучения. То есть как в Марио вы
Я
видите
честно могу
блок,
сказать,
и вы не
что
можете пройти дальше, пока вы не научитесь прыгать.
раньше в покемонах поощрялось изучение мира. Пойдешь туда, пойдешь по пути, который не ведет, например, к джиму, и там просто ты находишь ясли для покемонов, и ты такой, нифига себе, что в игре можно выращивать покемона за деньги? И ты, допустим, того же Маджикарпа, которого ты не можешь просто так эволюционировать, Вот, да, как там он там называется.
I'm okay.
Очень крутого
Sure,
покемона.
you run
Ты
this
просто
site.
даешь
You wanna talk
если
about
он
the
там
sapphire
вырастает,
stuff for this
приходишь,
site,
платишь
because we can't
денежку,
do
и
it
тебе
anymore.
дают
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
мощного
So
покемона.
for Sapphire, you actually catch a Wingull
То есть,
right before this
как
fight,
бы,
but you cannot do
ты
that in
мог
this
зайти в
game
любой
because
рандомный
then the
дом
twins
случайно
on the
просто
bridge could
поговорить
see
с
you. You
каким-нибудь
do not see it
персонажем,
in
он тебе
Sapphire
говорит,
though. So what
а
you
ты
do
знал,
is
что в
you swap into Wingull,
покемон-центрах
use
есть
water gun,
компьютеры,
leave
которые позволяют
use around
сохранять
2,
покемонов?
3, 4
О,
HP. Let the
прикольно.
Wingull die
Заходишь в
just
покемон-центр,
for
идешь на второй этаж, а
full
там реально
hours,
компьютеры
and then
стоят.
you mud-slap it
Вот,
to death.
вот
Defeat
таких
it,
куча
of
всяких
course,
штук
and then you
было.
win.
Сейчас
You
же,
cannot do
по-моему,
everything.
такого уже нету.
And the only reason
Такого
why is
немного
because
ушли,
double
и
fights
теперь
in this
тебя
game,
все
if you
за
walk
ручку
past them
показывают,
with
что или
two
как
Pokemon in
делать.
your party, they will fight you automatically. Whereas in Sapphire, you have to talk to them.
Yeah.
Джим,
And
да,
that
You have to sit
changed-
through
у нас
this long
есть
fight.
that
сюжет
change
в
was
игре
made intentionally
большой.
to,
Нам нужно
infuriate us.
победить 7
It
On
или
doesn't
like
8,
certain
я все
height
время
as view
путаюсь.
in Rust Earth
7
Tunnel.
или 8
Yeah. Well, it does allow us
глав
to go
Джимов,
for the achievement
и
though, because if we just go for Wingull early, there's no
когда мы
achievement
их
at the moment.
побеждаем, мы можем пройти и
That's
победить
true.
еще элитную четверку.
So we have Water Gun now, and it's probably a good time to talk about Torrent, which
А потом
is
еще и
Muppet's
сразиться с
ability.
еще
The
одним
in-game
персонажем.
description is ups water
Я, правда,
moves
не
in
уверен
pinch, which is useless.
в
Doesn't tell you what it
Эмеральде,
actually
кто
does.
именно этот
So
крутой
if we're
чувак.
on or below a third of our maximum health, water type moves will be 1.5 times damage.
Эмеральд, поскольку я все-таки
This is going to be far more
впервые
useful towards
наблюдаю
the
на
end of the run
марафоне.
when we can risk being at lower health, but there are certain occasions early on where we might want to use it here. What
Yeah,
health am I going to be at? 21, not good enough. So I'm going to have to heal before Roxanne.
Я тут интересный
Just
покемон,
as a
которого
reminder as well,
две
I'll need to
версии
know
эволюции.
the Abra nickname once we've beaten Roxanne.
Я думал на самом деле, что не будут покемоны
So that
первого
donation incentive will have to
поколения, но
close once we're past
все-таки
this
нет,
skill.
есть здесь покемоны с первого поколения, где идут как раз таки это покемон с первого поколения.
Well, I saw there was two
Хотя
that
это
were
было бы
fighting for
странно,
the
если
lead,
бы
and I'm
здесь
curious if
не
it's you
было
or not.
первых покемонов. Этот покемон интересен тем, что эволюция женского мужского пола — это две разные эволюции. По-моему,
Congrats on winning.
покемон мужского пола эволюционирует в Оникса,
So let me know if it changes.
а
but we'll be nicknaming it
женского...
Evergreen, if not.
Блин, вот не помню. Ну, тоже
So
кого-то
that is
эволюционирует.
the
Я
last
на самом деле,
optional fight we're actually
когда
gonna do
проходил,
this
этого
run.
не знал.
We fight every trainer in this gym because Geodudes
И
are such
мне
a
как
nice
раз
free experience.
попался, по-моему, женского
But that's
пола.
it. Everything else from here will be mega optimized, hopefully, unless I'm
Joe
really bad
тут.
at the game, which I kind of am.
You're
So no
not.
promises. I'm okay. There's
You're
like 3
definitely
people that are better
Нет.
than me. which
Не,
is not
потому
bad.
что я помню, я где-то такое читал, что Оникс как раз...
So, Roxanne. Geodudes are not an issue here, however, the nose pass is not dual typing, it's just rock.
не Оникс,
So we
да.
don't do anywhere near as much damage.
Ну, короче,
The
типа
maximum we
читал,
can
что
actually do
можно
to it is 20.
получить классного
Roxanne
покемона
has
из
2 potions,
Ядуда.
which heal for 20.
И когда я сам проходил игру,
And also has an
я
auto on the nose pass, so
столкнулся
this
как
can
раз
go
вот этой
very, very
фигней.
slowly.
Let's go fast instead. It's a speedrun.
I'll try my best.
I believe in you.
Блин, может путаю, кстати говоря, потому что давно
I'm not joking. Okay.
редверсию проходил. Наверное, путаю. Там
So,
в чатике люди
The nose pass is
поумнее
going
меня.
to Rock Tomb turn 1 because we outspeed. This is the first trainer that we fight that has smart AI. So it will intentionally, smart in quotes, we can actually abuse it later on. But it will intentionally use good
Я
moves
Радверсу,
for what it
когда
thinks it's
проходил,
good moves. So it will
делал
use
на
Rock Tomb
эмуляторе,
actually to lower our speed. A crit here is
и
amazing because it was
в какой-то момент, уже под самый конец, когда у меня был...
That's
Well, this has been very safe.
Ну, я все значки собрал из джемов,
Okay.
иду в последней развилке, и в этот момент я путаю хардсейф и софтсейф, и у меня по прогрессу откидывает на полигры назад.
Слушай, у меня была хуже ситуация. Я когда зачистил последний гим, у меня крашнулся эмулятор, и у меня, короче, потерлись почему-то все сейвы.
We should talk about damage rolls as well. So the game.
Я вот
so
этого
when
вообще не
smart
понял.
AI is in effect, they will check to
Ну, я
see
играл,
if
правда,
move
на
kills
телефоне.
you, and if it does, they will use that move. But the way, so every move in this game has a damage roll.
Ну, я в итоге Red-версию так и не прошел
And the way the
полностью.
game
Я
checks to see
Red
whether it's
только
going to use
осилил
the move or
потом.
not is it will simulate a damage roll, and then if that damage roll kills, it will use the move, which means you could end up in a weird scenario where the opponent, well, the AI decides that, oh, this move kills, so I'm going to use it, and then the actual roll that they get for the actual move that they use is lower and they don't kill. So sometimes you'll randomly see Rock Tomb there at like 16 HP and then you'll live at 1 and it'll be like cool. So the prediction rolled that it would kill and the actual roll didn't.
Даже 20 минут это, а мы зачистили первый гимн.
And it's
Джим.
a bit of a difficult one.
Yeah, so this is actually a new manip
Не
that
заснули.
we put a lot of work into
спим.
creating.
Работаем 7
We
дней
had
без
chained
выходных,
Abra into
без
Talo before,
всяких ваших
and
там
this new one is
снов.
chained Talo into Abra.
Yep, very
Yeah.
straightforward. It's quite a bit of frames.
Хотя,
where you can
по-моему,
find
Дака и
Talo
правда
and
уснул.
Abras. You start with Talo and then you chain that Talo into an Abra.
Не, если я усну, то я начну храпеть.
So sorry, you're not going to get much commentary out of me on this. Need to concentrate.
Комментаторы могут молчать, кстати.
That's the Taylor.
That's Talo level
Я вообще
6.
зачем отходил? Раунд достаточно долгий.
Beautiful burb.
Хотя по меркам покемонов
You
это
are beautiful.
легкая прогулка.
Ну,
3
вообще,
часа.
вообще 3 часа для глича с категории это и правда не очень долго.
Now we're gonna see
Более
some, funky
новая
movement.
версия.
Yep. To manipulate
По-моему,
the
как
RNG.
раз таки Diamond версии глича с категории занимает что-то около 15
That's a good
часов,
one.
что ли.
Please be an Abra.
Я могу ошибаться именно с версией, но я помню, есть такие покемоны, которые глича с категории там больше 15 часов занимают. Это прям...
Right. That
Это
one's
прям больно.
the one I'm most confident about catching. So if this pops, I'm a sad boy.
Я очень надеюсь, что такая игра никогда не попадет на ГДК.
Cool.
Easy
So,
peasy.
Oh,
I'm going to be
boy.
slightly smug on this now because oh yeah, EW.
Yeah, it's me. E-D-O.
Is it capital B?
B. No, just regular. B-E-A-N-I.
Cool.
Oh,
I put
he
H.
spelled it with an H.
Okay, I got the minute, but we can't
B.
spell. EW.
Ну, я не знаю, как сейчас, но я пару лет назад нашел случайно этот ран, и там рекорд был в 21
It's fine.
час. И я такой, ну, понятно, casual прохождение, потом просто смотрю, этот человек уже 3-й ран пилит, у него первое прохождение 36 часов. Понятно. Классные покемоны, классный спидран.
Maybe you should change your name now, though.
Oh, great.
Не, ну понятное дело, это не какой-нибудь байтинг, это 100%.
Oh dear, I'm really sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. Don't feel bad. But thank you.
Соло в реально больших ранах нас ждет на марафоне ESA, который нам в этом году дали рестримить. Там будет на открытии будет персона 5.
Там будут очень много классных штук, и очень долгих.
Alright, so here we save Pico from
Это
the
будет-
Sonic run, and
Это
Персона.
будет
Soccer
Зельда на
run.
6,
We can one-shot him
почти на
with
6
Flame
часов.
Form, but unfortunately,
Да,
we're
верно.
not NDS and attack, so
Будет
hopefully-
персона на сколько? На 20
I've never
часов?
been. I'm gonna jinx myself now. I've never been massively trolled by this guy. He only gets one turn. Yeah,
I
tackle's
think
fine.
that makes one of us.
Am I the only one then? Nice turn 2 crit again.
Yeah, this is a classic, really, with Puchianos. You just last turn crit them. They like to
So
die heavily.
we have some we have some cutscene admin to do now. We aren't really going to be playing much of the game.
Я
The only thing to pay
за
attention
все
to
время,
here
что
immediately is
смотрю
that
спидран до сих
there's
пор,
gonna be a spinner
в
that I'm
лицо
gonna
не
do
видел
before
Байтон
we move. I'm
Кайтес.
gonna walk like
И
2
что вообще
tiles
это
before
за
her
игра?
and then pause. The basic
Это
premise is,
карточная игра.
we set it up so that she can only spin. She gets
Просто,
one opportunity to spin, and if she doesn't
короче,
spin,
тасуешь
then
колоду,
past her.
ставишь на
It's
автомат
completely
и
safe.
ложишься спать.
So hopefully.
Ну как-нибудь посмотрим с тобой, Мяу.
So she is a spinner, I promise. He's not.
Вау,
He's a,
как ему
what do we call
повезло
them,
с
rotators?
вертолетом.
Rotator.
Yeah. So
Fake
he's
spinner.
На
like a
кадры бы
spinner, but
опоздал,
he's
и он
at
подхватил
this set, he will
вертолет.
always, like,
С
follow
помощью меню мы
specific
можем
up,
немного
down, left, right.
Yeah,
сломать
unless you run
логику
near-
вертолетов. Дело в том, что когда мы открываем меню, игра как бы
So now we're
паузится,
gonna get the Pokénav.
и эта
That's gonna
пауза
upgrade
немного
to your
ломает
phone,
логику.
And then Mr. Devon's gonna tell us
NPC.
to deliver a letter to his
Но она
son
быстро
and a parcel
оживает.
to a dude at Slakebot.
Поэтому это
Bear
нам
in mind
дарит
that
всего
Mr. Stone is
жалких
the
пару
literal
кадров.
inventor of the
Ну, это
mobile
жалкие пару
telephone
кадров, правда.
in
могут
this
сейвить там.
universe, and he's gonna get us to deliver a
Run.
letter to his son.
He's
Just call your son.
Steven Jobs.
Yeah. And it's
Тут шутят, что мы
son
приходим
actually
к
has
Стиву
a
Джобсу.
phone for sure because he registers you when you talk to him.
You give him the letter and he's like, oh, thanks, I'll add you to my phone, yeah.
Мой пакет с печеньками случайно нажал на кнопку плюс и ускорил плеер. Я оказался в будущем. Надо засинхрониться.
Что там, Half-Life 3 вышло?
Other than Roxanne, and she doesn't mention it.
К сожалению,
Like, she's like,
ты не хочешь знать
oh, if
ответ
you're not
на
got a
этот
phone, then I'm
вопрос.
just not going to mention it. You should go get a phone.
Как и я не хочу
А,
вмешиваться.
я знаю какой надо у него вопрос спросить.
Okay.
Он уложился в стимейт?
Ну, сейчас мы узнаем.
Ну, блин.
Mentioned when we got into Petalburg City the first time. Is it Petalburg City or
Я
town?
косарик на нет поставил.
Стрим
Yeah, we
у
walked
нас
into the
дорогой,
center and then
потому
just
что у
left.
нас
That's because I
отвалился
like Nurse
хост,
Joy, and I just wanted to say
и
hello.
мы с другого
It's
адреса
to
начали
set a
стримить, и
teleport point at
короче,
Petalburg, so that once we're done,
Twitch
however
решил,
it
что
may be,
нам не стоит
once we're
давать
done
качество, потому что мы
here,
какие-то
we don't have to
мутные.
walk back. We can just
Twitch
teleport
решил
straight.
вообще с нами не
Probably
работать.
puts us closer
Мы
to the
написали
market because we need
саппорт,
to
там
get some
несколько
buff
крикетов,
items.
но...
Yay,
At the
help.
moment,
Да,
we just have
Twitch
potions
продолжает нам не
and
отвечать.
spells.
На Тайс Миссин
And
Пай,
some difficult
Twitch
fights
Миссин
coming up,
Пай.
so 3 attacks, 2 speeds.
К сожалению,
And
на
some
этом
more
repels.
рестриме Twitch от нас покинул.
Yes.
That was some
Nobody ever
good
used them when they were
teleporting.
kids.
Угу.
I think I bought them once, used them in a fight, then realized that they only last for the fight and never bought them again.
3 часа смотреть на JRPG.
Yeah, I'd rather just grind.
А как насчет того, чтобы 3 часа смотреть на JRPG с
Like a real
другом?
man.
Exactly.
So very, very important here that we press B. This is rival 1.5. Fighting him is a death wish. There's no need, we don't need the experience. Funnily enough, we're going to be a coward 2 times in a row because we're not going to fight Brawley and Duford either.
You're a coward,
Thank you.
but they still like you.
Thank you. So, yeah, we're off to Duford.
Шли в порт.
I presume the
Старичок
developer's
нас.
intention here was that you were to be
На
Brawley
личной
to get
яхте
access to Flash to be able to navigate your way through Granite Cave,
повез.
which was a little bit short-sighted because if you remember the path through Granite
И
Cave,
мы встретили
you
природное
had Flash.
обитание команды
You
Аква.
just want Shiru, hello.
I have a question.
Старичок решил прокатить молодую искательницу покемонов на своей яхте.
10,000 miles per hour there and it
Я
just
вспомнил древнюю шутку из
Father's
покемонов.
call. Can you explain that?
Yeah,
Дело в том,
I
что
can't,
the
no.
phone has magical powers in this game.
в покемонах, когда
Steven Jobs,
мы...
I-
В некоторых
let's
покемонах
go.
мы можем находиться в воде,
I'm liking
и
this trend of
персонаж в
Steven
это время
Jobs.
одевает купальничек. И
So we're gonna grab the escape rope here.
в самих покемонах была
This is
такая
literally for
шутка.
this cave. It's
Типа,
faster to
а
grab
где
this and use it later than to walk out.
девушка
Yeah,
хранит
just memorize
покеболы
it.
во время
Don't
того,
walk
как
into the
она
walls,
находится?
'cause you look like a silly Billy.
В
воде.
Nobody
В
saw that,
лифчике.
it's fine. It's dark.
I did.
Fortunately, we have plenty
И
of
типа
repel
в
stuff
покемонах
here.
был даже прикол, что это женские секреты.
Might be a good time for some donations because we're gonna sit through another boating cutscene after this.
No problem. We have a $20 donation from Sizzle that says, "Bad luck for content amoeba. Here's hoping to get crit in the worst possible scenario."
Thanks, Sizzle.
And then we have a $250 donation from Curry
Не,
that says,
потом
"I made a
пояснили,
donation
что у
earlier
них есть
wishing
шапочка
Amoeba good
типа
luck.
на
I take
голове.
it back.
Ну,
I
это
hope this run
слишком
goes
сложно.
horribly wrong. We need to see the strats."
В какой-то версии,
That is the
по-моему,
spirit,
была
that's the
типа
good stuff.
шапочка с покеболами.
So yeah, we are done with Granite Cave and we're done with Duford. We're not going to fight Brawley. We don't need to. This fight is, well, if we were to do it now, it would be awful. Massively underleveled. He has a ridiculously good team for this point in the run.
Или это в
And we
аниме
gain no
было?
benefit from the
Я не
experience
помню.
either. Sapphire actually fights Brawley here due to a load of different factors.
Yeah, it's mainly the fact that you fight so many less trainers in Sapphire that you will be very on the level for level 2. Also, like Brawley, okay, just think about this, okay?
Come on, sure, you can do it.
Yes, I'm trying my best to put words in my mouth,
I believe in you.
and it's tough, okay? Anyway, what I was going to say is that his meta type has a 150 power base move, and he's the second gym.
Yeah. Focus punch is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
Тем
pretty
временем
brutal.
ранее подходит ко второму.
So we just
Джиму.
got soft sand from a little girl on the beach. I don't know why we needed a little girl to pass us sand. We are on a beach, but there we go. And that's going to be quite useful because once we get this next level up, we're going to get Mudshot and our ground type in general. Just realised that I named this
Mudshot pretty much carries us through the first half of the run.
Yeah, it is slightly annoying in a way. Mudshot is 95% accurate, the same as Tackle. So, and if you're using a Mudshot, you probably need to hit the Mudshot. So there are certain scenarios where a miss is catastrophic, and it feels frustrating if you get it because it's only a 5% chance.
Amoebauk's very good at this game. Sure, like he's gonna hit.
All of them, every one of them. There won't be a single miss.
Часто такое встретишь в мире покемонов.
No,
Это целое
целое
здание, которое принадлежит какой-то из команд.
Two of the tackles are going to get RUSC in text. He has focus energy, which is not great, and bite, which normally does about half of our health. And when he's got focus energy up, if it crits, it can do all of it. Please don't do it. I hate you.
Uh-oh. Oh my.
I outsped. We're fine.
Oh mama. Wowee. Okay, well that was intense.
That was something. So we are speed tied with that fish. I actually outsped on every turn, which is very nice. But we are speed tied. There was a 50-50 chance that he outsped me there. And I was dead to as well, wasn't I? We picked up a revive on the beach. It's fine.
Yeah, and that was a 1 in 8 crit because he set up a focus energy.
Yeah. Oh, where's the name rater? It's in this town, isn't it? Is he in the battle tent or something?
Марштом.
No clue.
Quick, somebody Google it.
I'm another filthy casual.
We need to fix Edo B.
We need to fix me. I'm defected. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Quick, somebody in the chat, help the speedrunner. I have GDQ chat open, let me know. So now we have Mudshot.
Pretty sure he's in a house on the left side of Slateport, but...
Мы тут гасимся с командой водяных громил, это местная команда F. Или типа того.
Maybe. But yeah, now we have good old Mudshot. This is going to be our primary damage dealing move for
Закидываем матчотом.
40 minutes or so. Thank you.
Выстрел грязи. Расчехлили наше хранилище грязи, чтобы начать стрелять. И...
The people like Edo B.
The people have spoken. We can fix it after the run if we need to. We've got some stuff to do, don't worry.
Everyone's just saying to keep it.
They want to keep it. Okay.
You can't
И тут у нас такая очень долгий диалог со злодеями, которые вот, пытаются нас убедить в нашей неправоте, но мы парируем.
Scared off by an 11-year-old.
He does come in and call his men simps as well. So banned from Twitch, unfortunately. And wow.
Ты злодей. Нет, ты злодей. Нет, ты злодей.
А может мы и правда злодеи? Кто знает.
И знаешь, там под конец, нет, я злодей. Нет, мы злодеи. Я же говорила, что команда Аква злодеи.
Вот это в долгую надо играть, чтобы так переиграть. Но мы, наверное, этим заниматься не будем. Бегаем тут по городу дальше.
Feels great. How did you want me to answer that? What am I meant to do with that setup?
Профессора?
I feel okay. Feels fine.
Ну, нам всякие Windows апдейты скачивают.
And primarily for these fights, the minions would be rangers. They could still be rangers if both of these guys growl, which sucks.
Фанат покемонов Изабель.
Okay, we got a quick attack.
Выпускает своего плюсы.
К сожалению, здесь два NPC, которые имеют обязательную битву. Их не пропустить.
Они просто стоят на пути. Тут нельзя пройти так, чтобы с ними не встретиться.
Да, ну у нас довольно прокачан покемон. Мы выбили для него очень хорошие гены. И битва с ними не приносит нам каких-то неудобств.
Да, гены очень важны.
Единственное, что у нас есть лимит использования атак, и это немного тратит наш лимит. Поскольку некоторые атаки мы можем производить 25 раз, там, некоторые 5. Такие
we need to not miss
особо
the mud
крутые.
shot. We need to then not miss the tackle that we use afterwards. We need to not get crit by absorb. We need to not get double burned by the lead slugma.
И главное,
etc.
то, каким получится в этом ране наш первый покемон. Потому что, в принципе, как в любой покемон-игре, у вас есть всегда один покемон основной, и он наиболее прокачан, наиболее силен. И вы всех развалите. Даже не важно на то, что какие там у врагов уязвимости, вы можете скачать так своего покемона, что вам вообще все будет бесстрашно. Ну, возможно, у него, конечно, будут слабости определенные, но большую часть игры вы будете проходить именно им.
Ну, большая часть слабостей мы, конечно, уже чуть-чуть позже начнем убирать с помощью специальных усилителей. У нас есть усилитель скорости, усилитель силы. Также, скорее всего, раннер купит репил, который позволяет нам пропускать большую часть случайных битв. То есть, когда мы будем ходить по кустам, на нас не будут нападать покемоны. Жаль, нету перцового баллончика в игре. Просто встречаешь вертолет, на тебя нападает. Фу, уйди. Все, проходишь дальше. Почему разработчики такого не добавили?
Кстати, Донки Конгу из серии Донки Конг исполнилось 40 лет. Надо же. Вернее, даже вчера, наверное, да, вчера. Прикольно.
Okay. That's part 1, part 2. Okay.
Last but not least,
part 3. Don't miss again. Okay.
Speedrunning.
We can't die to a crit from the Wingull at this health. However, I can miss the tackle that I'm about to use, and then that creates issues. Maybe. Okay, now we're safe. I don't think I can die. Maybe I can with the max roll crit. Yeah, that would have killed if it crit. Okay.
Пора на пенсию.
That's funny.
So, scary. That was a pretty good fight overall. Really can't complain.
No, that's so far. That's good.
There's a lot of people talking about any percent in the chat. You could donate as much as you want. I have already gone past the point where I can set up any percent. I've unfortunately got to do glitchless. And you please trust me, as like a significant runner of any percent, you don't want to see any percent. It's terrible.
Победили снова нашего друга.
It'd be grinding for a 1 in 32.
У нас довольно часто будет с ним битва. Это, в принципе, фишка игры. Постоянно с ним встречаемся. Фишка всей серии у нас всегда есть. Друг детства, который вместе с нами начинает свой путь тренера покемонов. Ну, правда, мы знаем, что он хуже нас. Ну, откровенно говоря. Ну, вы понимаете.
Yeah, I think maybe. I
might be wrong. I don't know. I don't like Gen 2.
It's Gen 3 is right here. Why talk about Gen 2, right?
Oh, I've just realised. Thank you for explaining to my very moron person chat that they're not saying any percent. They want AHY percent.
Ahi percent?
Ahi percent.
I see. But is Ahi percent glitchless?
По-моему, кстати говоря, это...
Right.
Я не уверен, потому что я всегда побеждал своего друга. Ну, мне кажется, если мы проиграем, то мы все равно с ним сразимся еще раз в этом же месте и снова победим.
Alright, so now we're gonna get the big zoomy.
Yeah, so we speak to the Rock Smash dude, not the Rock Smash guy.
Профессора.
He's very particular about that. And then we get literally the best item in the game. We want to go fast.
Который дал нам
two options for a bike here.
на
One of them is not
бесплатный
fast and the other is
велосипед.
fast. So we would like to go fast. There's a lot of
Блин, вот бы мне такой
Come on,
кит
Ryder, just give
дали.
me the bike. Thank you.
So the Amoebauk allows us to do all sorts of interesting new spinner passes and just, you know, get around very fast.
Rock Smash is a required HM for this run. We don't have anything that can learn it other than Martial.
Мы научились приему.
It's a pretty useless move.
Еще
We're gonna use it on
выучиваем
one
прием.
Pokemon, but it's
Rock
a
Smash.
really key Pokemon.
Этот
Coming up
прием
in about
позволит
half an
нам
hour, so take note.
уничтожать камни.
Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial.
Да, это позволит нам пройти в разных...
This is the fastest bike in any Pokemon game, and really is kind of what separates Ruby Sapphire
пройти
from
некоторые места.
other Pokemon runs.
Да,
for
у нас
movement
есть
execution.
такие места, как
It is
пещеры, в
very,
которых
very
темно и
difficult to be good at
страшно.
this bike,
А
or
еще
consistently
многие
good
проходы
at using this
закрыты
bike.
камнями.
You only have a 4-frame window to change directions, and in a way you don't, because
Но мы
you
камней
have
не
to be
боимся.
holding the direction as you leave
У нас
one
есть прием
tile to
против
be
них.
able to move to another.
Такие же приемы есть
So
и
this is
против
quite a
кустов.
finicky thing, and there's often a lot of
Также в
movement in
игре
this run
есть
where we need
кусты,
to be
которые нам тоже
tile
придется
perfect,
сносить.
and missing a tile
Да,
will
там
result
есть
in an entire like
способность
optional
кат,
fight. So we took a little detour to
которая
the right
позволяет
side
там
of Marvel
стричь
Lodge
кусты.
trainer. We would have
Это, наверное, вот,
trainer at some point anyway,
по-моему,
along with
всего
the
таких
Array
3
Lake
приема,
Array.
которые встречаются в
And
игре.
we want the
Это
experience now. We
Rock
don't
Smash,
have
Кат
the Array
и,
Lake because she has
по-моему,
two as
это еще
early as
полет.
Shringlish,
Я вот
and
так
we
не
really
помню, как
don't
он
have anything for grass
в игре
types right now.
называется.
We would
Если
just
мы
go
научим
destroy.
летающего покемона этому приему,
Alright, on to
то мы
Wally now.
сможем
Let's
быстро
destroy him.
перемещаться по карте.
Yes.
This
We
poor
love,
kid that's
we
just
love
trying to start
bullying
this.
sick kids in the Pokemon
Wow.
universe.
Okay, no, you might. Let's not
Заходим
go
до
we into
Джима.
this, okay?
Well,
Yeah, I
it's
mean, you're the
too
one doing
early.
Okay, I guess.
I mean, there's children working for Roxanne, 5-year-olds working in her gym. What is happening there?
Yeah, I don't think they have child labor laws in this.
I don't like this "we" that we're using, this connotation. I have no part in this opinion, okay?
Wow, what a hypocrite.
Well, I just do the thing. The game wants me to win, I win.
Have you guys ever noticed how? Well, I realized about this yesterday. Have you guys noticed how Wally is very rich and his name is Wally?
You're not going to make this joke again, are you? Please,
Yes, it's wallet. Wally. You know what a wallet is, yes?
no. Yes, it holds money, sure.
Exactly.
So Scott, the
Не
creepy
дают
bald
нам
guy
прямо
with the
войти
fight
в
around
гим.
the corner, comes round and tells you he's very glad that you beat up that small child, and then we can move
Мешает,
on.
мешает.
This range is literally the worst range in the run. So this Zigzag, is it 55% to die? Something like
Критический
that?
джим. Не во всех
It has
джимах,
no good
но
moves.
во многих нам, помимо того, что нужно сразиться с
And we missed it.
You missed the range.
главой
Wow.
джима, также нужно сразиться еще и
Headbutt's
с
actually like headbutt crit.
участниками
Okay.
данного джима.
Fine, I guess. Headbutt's
Well, it's
possibly the
content.
best option, but that's a lot of damage that I really didn't want.
Yeah, so that Zigzagoon also has Growl.
Конечно, мы
and,
можем пропустить некоторые битвы
Insane
Attack.
Sand
с
attack
такими
bad for obvious
классными
reasons.
обходными путями.
But
Обычно
Growl is
просто
bad
обойдя
because
сбоку.
one shot this Gulpin here.
Но иногда все-таки
Gulpin
приходится.
can poison
И
you,
мы
can
специально
put you to
в
sleep,
такие
can
бои
pound you.
обрываемся.
Sure, you get
Мы не
for your joke.
проходим перед глазами
I thought it
у
was good.
покемон-тренера, а просто сразу говорим с ним. Это намного быстрее, чем если бы он сам обратил внимание на нас. Потому что происходила бы анимация, что он нас заметил, он бы подходил, говорил что-нибудь типа «Привет, я тебя потренирую».
So we want an X speed here to primarily to outspeed the Magneton in this fight, because the Magneton has no good moves. The X attack just allows us to most of the time one-shot the Manectric.
Так, кстати говоря, мы начинаем
Oh, it's
использовать
20
усилители,
self-destruct there.
It would have been close.
поскольку
Yeah, that's what I
уровень,
wanted to find out.
разница между уровнями нашего покемона и уровнем тренера, главы тренеров Джима.
We don't like it really.
Да, я даже правильно сказал, по-моему.
So yeah, the miss.
Все-таки невелик, и урона мы наносим мало. Но усилитель позволяет нам просто выносить с одной тычки.
Sonic Boom is a lot of damage, Supersonic is confusion. And then this Manectric is a 15 in 16 range, so if I miss it, I am somewhat upset. Oh, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Quite lucky.
Wow.
Wow.
Round of applause, please.
I did the thing. So,
Thank you, Edo.
So now we're gonna see the mock bike in action, and
Yeah.
Да, мы не пропустить
You're also going to see my
ивенты,
commentary die for a bit because I need to
рестримы
concentrate on playing this
от,
well.
yes, so
от
this part of Watson
нашего
is
сообщества.
most people would
Вы можете
consider the
подписаться
hardest
на нашу
movement
группу
section of the
ВКонтакте,
game,
где происходит
just
рассылка.
between here and the next gym, pretty
Ну,
much.
мы не рассылаем ничего,
I find the
мы
Winona section a little bit harder,
ведем
but
группу,
that's 'cause
и
it
там
tends to be a bit further
все
into the run. But
новости,
yeah, this is nice.
все
Great start,
ивенты
right into the
заранее
sun.
предупреждается все.
This is the only time that a rock smash can give us an encounter.
Вот,
It's
например,
10%,
кстати
I
говоря, мы
think.
встретили этот камешек злосчастный, который загораживал нам путь.
We use a repel there to make the repel wear off in a specific spot.
There's
You'll
our
see
first
in
round
just
of
a
bike.
second. There you go. That's a run to bike. It looks pretty, and it is pretty. Just like you, Chad.
We have no manips for these guys. We just have to wait until they both turn away. That was reasonably good. Thank you.
Ну, мемы мы постим только
Bike down there to
в
deload that
закрытый
guy's
Discord
spinner.
сервер,
So
который
we need to make
очень
them able to look
сложно
down
попасть,
so
но
they can pass
почему-то
by
туда все
before he gets a
попадают,
chance to look left.
кто хочет. Заплавать, да, по-моему,
That
есть,
wasn't too bad.
кстати
Very
говоря.
nice.
Nice.
And then I went the wrong
По-моему, мы
direction.
можем научить
Now we're
водного
gonna
покемона
basically
тому,
So
чтобы
we need to do a
он...
lot of shopping.
чтобы
so
с ним
let's get
плавать.
some money.
Ну, по-моему, в этой части... Я просто не очень сложно говорить, потому что я данную часть не знаю.
Oh, are we on A's percent now?
Yes.
Or whatever it is?
We're
Very
at
nice.
80% now.
That's pretty funny.
Excellent.
This is
I hope
canon
that
now.
У нас
the-
должен был
I
быть
hope that
Сильф,
the
который
VOD
очень
goes up with
хорошо
that as well.
знает, по-моему, все части. Но, к сожалению, этот
So we
человек
need a lot of
по некоторым
excitement here.
причинам сегодня отсутствует.
This is pretty much going to last us for the end, towards the end of the run. We are going to have to do one more shot later on, but that's
Yeah.
pretty much everything we need going forward. Now it's time to pick up God Item. So a Japanese runner called Dexy, shout outs to Dexy, has dubbed any protein in any speedrun God Item. In this run, it does a lot of work. It makes, so proteins up your attack, and it makes a lot of the mid-game ranges either guaranteed or far more likely. It does enough that in a marathon setting, it's actually faster to pick up, because we end up not having to save for a dangerous fight later on.
And now we're gonna see a trick that we call the Angelina spin, in which we're going to turn frame as we get on the bike, which cancels the set turn frame, and it makes us go faster, fast enough to actually pass the spinner without opening the bag or anything. It's pretty cool if you know what Pokemon is, and if you ever played this game ever, you'll see it's pretty cool. Hopefully you like it.
Yeah.
I
Yes. So
guess.
the girl to the left side is a spinner. Right after this fight, she can look down
Одна
and
хорошая
left,
мысль
goes down
возникла
and
в
right,
чате,
sorry.
что считается, что покемонов эксплуатируют,
So we
но
have to pass it
на
twice,
самом
and those are
деле
both
чаще
guaranteed.
всего
But the execution there is
все
quite iffy.
покемон-тренера
You need to
очень
be
любят
fine
своих
getting
покемонов,
on the bike after
и
that
души в них не
hike there.
чает.
You have to do it within 4 frames to
Чаще
make the pass
всего
safe.
покебол используется не способ, как
Yeah,
заточить
and
своего
then you go
покемона,
right
а
into
даже
run
способ
bike
защиты,
on
потому что
on the
Yeah.
lower side. So it's
если грозит какая-то
pretty cool,
опасность
go
реальная
past
покемону,
there.
то покемон защищен в покеболе,
So we
ему
scare off
ничего
Team
не
Aqua,
будет,
'cause they're
а вот
cowards,
тренеру
and we
уже,
scare off
да,
Team Aqua, 'cause they're
ему эта
cowards.
опасность может грозить.
And
Как,
this would
например,
be all we need to
сделал
come
Эш
here
в
for.
каком-то из сезонов
But we actually wanna
покемонов,
do a
когда
little
он
bit of a detour.
спас
For a fairly
Пикачу,
important
но при этом
nature.
подставив себя.
And for more execution.
Specific repel spot here. This will matter later. He's another spinner. He can look up and left, but not right, which is a little bit weird. And we want to break this rock so that we avoid those two trainers up there. We've been here before, but not on the bike. Very nice, thank you.
That was fast.
That was delicious. Thank you very much.
You are delicious.
Yeah. So you
Well,
pretty
thank
much
you
need to
very
wait.
much.
Покемоны
for
не будут
couple
сражаться,
spinners
просто
to be
если
looking in the right direction.
их эксплуатируют.
But, you got a really good setup
Так
there
что
where
да,
they were
забота —
just
это
already
важная
set up
вещь.
correctly by the time you got to that tile.
And this was the detour. So we can actually go west of Morville and enter the right side of Rusturf Tunnel to get this item, but there is a hiker just off screen in the bottom right that we can't avoid if we do that. So it's actually better to go around this way, pick up strength, and leave the way we came in, and then we'll just teleport back to Morval, because we have our teleport spot set up from when we centered earlier. I cannot say teleport spot. I always want to say spot, spawn, and point at the same time, and it just meshes together and I say like a nothing word. Anyway.
You can say many things today, Amoeba, such as
Блин, это гениальная мысль.
I like how it's like that. Reminds me of a sheep just kind of being burping. That's a good impression. You wanna hear my drowsy impression?
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Go on. Feel free to donate to Ashuru to do Pokemon impressions. He has a whole roster.
Yay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Нет, на самом деле, по большей части покемон может и сам выбраться из покебола.
It's
So
okay.
we-
Oh, go ahead.
Go on. No, you're good.
Oh, I wanted to read a donation.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's $1,000 from Pokemon Challenges. It says, spam this taxi to beat Maxie.
Very nice.
I don't know if I did it at the right time, so I apologize if it was not
Just
the right
in
time.
time.
Yay!
Yeah, we're just
So,
about to make our
go
way
on.
up Mount Pyre to the Magma fights up there in our first Maxi encounter.
That aroma lady that we put off earlier, we can now beat now that we have strength. The only scary part of that fight is that the Shroomish has effect spore, so there's a 10% chance we got statused when we use strength. That's a safe pass as long as he doesn't turn.
Very nice.
I'm quite happy with the execution so far, biking wise.
Tell you what, you're doing well. I'm surprised.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm
Not surprised.
Yeah,
Быстрое
okay.
перемещение
So not
на
me.
There's a
гору.
one in wow, okay.
Это намного
There's
проще,
a 1
чем
in 64
идти
chance you
своими
can see a
ножками.
hiker on that cutscene. We were not lucky, unfortunate.
Perfect stairs. How do you
Yeah.
go upstairs on a bike?
Everyone loves that section. It's like
А на горе мы встречаем команду Магма, которая, как
So we're at the point now in the run
Pokemon
where
Cri-
we've started
Cri-
to pick up
Crystal,
levels
хочу
compared
сказать.
to a lot of stuff. So
Pokemon,
fights tend not to really be
Сапфир,
an issue. We're gonna start
так и
one-shotting
здесь,
a lot
они
of
являются злодеями. То есть если Аква в этой версии,
stuff.
только в
Unfortunately,
этой
the
версии
Max
стала
Pokemon, he's not
плюс-минус
as
злодеями,
good as
то
Magma Leader
Магмы
Maxi.
и так
And
позиционировалась
he's
как
a little
злодеи.
bit better than some random pooches, Zubats, and Numelt.
Yeah, he
To
has
the point that we're
those,
gonna
but
have to do some
evolved.
setup. Well, to be fair, he does have a Zubat, doesn't he?
He does. He doesn't do that in Ruby though. He has a Golbat there.
Yeah. It's a bit weird that they gave him that, but then I guess the Mightyena and the Camerupt are both pretty strong, so yeah, we need to do a bit of
Все мы
setup
знаем,
for this
что
fight. The Mightyena is a
у
real
команды,
issue. It has Intimidate,
у любой команды,
and
какой-либо из
Sand
частей
Attack,
покемонов,
which is
всегда очень слабые покемоны,
so kind of a
и
nightmare.
победить их не составляет никакого труда.
The new manip we mentioned earlier with the Tailo into Abra instead of Abra into Tailo, that comes into play here specifically because we want Tailo to be in slot 2 so that we don't have to swap back. Or, well, Tailo doesn't take super effective damage from Mightyena here, so that saves 2 seconds, and just having them in that order saves us a swap later.
So I was arguably not very bright. I found out that I was going to be running this at GDQ, and instead of practicing anything, I spent 2 weeks trying to figure out a new manip that would save 2.5 seconds. I did it, I guess.
Good job.
Good job.
Yay.
But if I mess anything up now, we can blame it on the manip because I didn't get time to enough time to practice, even though
It's
I had
okay.
a month.
So far,
So,
you're
yeah.
doing okay.
So the way to get around the Mightyena here, the big problem Mightyena, is that we want to set up a guard spec to not get sand attacked. Oops. Just got to check I've got the right Tailor. We have. Good
He's
job.
gentle, just like you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Guts. Amazing ability.
And so we're going to move Taylor to the front. That will absorb Intimidate, and we'll use Taylor's 1 turn to set up a guard spec, which will then absorb sand attacks. Now, Maxi has Smart AI, so because Bite will always kill the Taylor, it will always bite Taylor. It's never going to waste any more turns. So this is like a perfect strat in a way.
Yeah.
Also, this is the best music in the game.
Fortunately, guard spec works different from it did in Gen 2, and it carries across multiple Pokemon in your party.
Pretty useful for this fight.
You still need to set up an
Да.
X attack.
В этой игре присутствуют бои 2 на 2. Но я, кстати говоря, не уверен, что они будут встречаться.
Does not have the prima guide on how to beat Pokemon Emerald.
What if he cannot read?
Wow, I've got double sand attack. Very nice.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised considering he's a dog.
По-моему, кстати говоря...
Well,
You don't know.
Я знаю, что здесь есть бои по типу... Когда мы можем объединиться кем-нибудь
I'm pretty sure
из
this is
покемон-тренеров и уже потом идти в бой 2 на
This
2.
fight's relatively
Но вот
short,
чтоб
so
прям
it's the,
они встречались в игре, по-моему, такого нету.
just don't miss
То
the
есть
mudshot.
без объединений. А по-моему, это только Black and White появилась. Такая фишка.
I've seen Magnitude, I think.
I don't think he has that. Maybe he does.
I could be wrong. I could be mistaking it for Flannery's Numal.
Yeah.
Just don't miss. It's easy.
I mean, you're speed running. You shouldn't miss.
Exactly.
So thank you, Pokemon Challenges. We beat Maxi.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the $1,000. Appreciate
Wait,
it.
I thought that was 100.
It was 1,000.
Во втором поколении не было боев 2 на 2.
So
Это возможно только по лан-соединению было.
Oops. I bonked a tile earlier than I'm used to there, so I'll
It's
just
the first time
make sure that I get it right.
we're gonna see the move attract, or hopefully not, but we could possibly.
Hopefully
see
not. So you might think that we have a huge advantage with a water ground type going against a fire gym leader, but this is one of the worst gym leaders.
It's actually ironic, yeah.
Torkoal is just so bulky. We don't really have a reasonable way to be able to one-shot it, so we have to give it a turn unless we get the crit. And it has Sunny Day, Overheat, Attract, and Body Slam.
Локация банька
It won't Sunny Day
показывает,
if
что
the slug
сейчас
effect is
происходит.
Sunny Day, which it may get
У
the
меня в комнате.
set up on Slugma.
Жара,
And then
конечно, да.
Attract sucks, because we're a male mashed up and it's a female Torkoal. Body Slam is okay unless it paralyzes, and it really sucks because you could potentially be infatuated and paralyzed, and then you've something like 30% to actually get through on a single turn. And Overheat does surprising damage. With no boost whatsoever, it will do half health, and if it's in Sun, it can do up to 63. I'm at a very convenient health actually because I'm going to level up on the camera ups and go to 64, so I just survive.
The best thing to see here is light screen, because it doesn't really affect anything, and
Don't poison?
Smog poison is annoying here. 6.25% to see that.
So we have a full heal. He'll get another turn here. He may smog again. Light screen's good. Okay. The health is a bit of a concern, but
Sure is.
I don't really have a better option than going in here now.
Yeah.
I don't die to a regular overheat, and Sun's not up, so I should have a reasonable chance. A smile.
If you miss, you're fine. And if you don't fall in love with a little tortoise, you're fine too.
So the first protein benefit, we mentioned the god item that we picked up earlier, is that camera up becomes guaranteed. Without protein, it's a 7 and 8 range. And it really sucks to miss it. Please do not miss mud shots.
No crit. Sunny Day is best here.
No para?
Long stuff.
Oh, no, that's so bad. I'm just dead, aren't I? Can't do
You
anything
can
here.
heal, yes?
Yeah, maybe. I think this is just screwed though.
Body
'Cause-
slam,
Sunny Day.
overheat.
Sunny Day.
No, he'll overheat.
He
and
always,
then
yeah.
I'm not dead to another one potentially.
Because yeah, of that, I mean, there's the white herb now, but you're not dead now.
No, hopefully, but I've still got to get through paralysis and another turn. Attracts. I've got to get through
Okay.
paralysis and infatuation.
Do it, come on!
It did it. Let's go.
Speed running.
Right. That is normally if you get that combination of infatuated and paralyzed on that fight, you're dead. You just
Yeah.
don't get through.
The odds just plummeted to succeed there, but we managed to get
Somehow.
through.
Just get lucky, smile.
And
That's what you get for wishing for bad luck.
we're out of full
Yeah.
heals, but fortunately we go to the herb shop right now to get heal powders, which are basically full heals, and so we can take care of that right away.
Yes. I've unfortunately used a lot of healing items already. I have nothing left. so it might be a little bit tight, but it should be fine. So your rival's going to appear here and tell you that you suck, but your dad looks pretty cool, which is kind of rude. Don't appreciate that.
If I'm really your dad, then he's right.
Oh, I guess, yeah. Unlike you, your dad looks is really tough. Even though we've beaten this guy like twice already. What a rude person.
He's just tilted.
So herbs are nice and cheap, which is very nice. So we're going to stock up on basically everything. And then we need to go and beat Brawly now, really. But we're going to take a slight detour. We're going to go visit the desert. Specific spot here. I need to elixir.
Кстати,
Full
здесь
heal as well. This is weird.
знакомят с механикой того, что у нас закончились.
This is awful. That fight has ruined my bag.
У нас закончились атаки, и мы можем применить специальный эликсир, который позволяет нам восстановить атаки. Ну, плюс мы еще можем похилить своего покемона, почему нет, пока находимся в меню.
Yeah, we're not entirely
И
sure why.
здесь...
If I went into the bag afterwards, before I bought the items, it would then kind of update itself, and then the items you buy would go to the bottom of the bag again. But specifically because we used an item, the last of an item in a fight, and then got a new item without checking the bag again, it like doesn't update and puts it in the original slot.
Здесь, кстати говоря, я немножко не понял, что произошло. По-моему, это была спецспособность, которая нас вернула. Я, правда, не понял, как.
Very nice indeed. Yeah, I think Gen 3 is the only gen where that happens. The item thing, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it happens in Gen 4.
No, I think it's just Gen 3.
It's very weird.
Мы, кстати, встретили снова
We
старичка, который любезно нас перевез с одного места на другое.
So we're going to go and bully Brawly, because we are ridiculously over-leveled now.
Yep. Basically taking care of unfinished business here in Dewford.
And this is very similar to Granite Cave, that if you remember the path, this is
И мы пришли в новый джим.
Wow, how can you see?
Джим немного
Do we
запутан.
have any donations? This is probably a good time for one or two.
Yeah.
Ну, конечно же, раннер знает путь, и он сразу приходит к голове.
I said I do it, so I did. This donation is made in support of Amoebauk, the best Pokémon.
Oh no.
That's funny.
По-моему, это что-то как-то не похоже на главу. У главы бы покемоны все-таки посильнее были.
That says this is the wildest run. First time I've seen a Pokémon Ahi % that requires bad luck to properly run it.
This is going to be every donation now, isn't it? What have I done?
I don't know.
This is on my hands.
Oh, and we have a $133 donation from Opurion that says donating 133 for an impression of the best Pokemon, Eevee. I want that Eevee playmat.
Should I do it?
You can do
Yeah,
it.
I'm not doing it. You're the only one
I
here,
don't know
mate.
the cry is the thing. I don't know the.
А, нет, всё-таки это был
sound effects.
Глава. Но почему-то его моделька в мини-версии вообще не похожа на модельку.
Go ahead, do it, and I'll see if I can
Больш...
do it.
Ну да, развернутую модельку. Да, я очень удивлен этим.
Actually.
Doctors Without Borders, you would call
Yes, okay. I was thinking of the name in French. I'm silly. You gave them money?
Sans Frontier.
Wow, you're very smart.
No, I've just got good memory.
I'm gonna give you the anime impression and the
okay.
Let's Go Eevee impression, okay?
Oh, okay, alright.
That's anime.
Okay.
Eva. And that's Let's Go Eevee.
So,
Very nice.
Brilliant.
Eevee. And then Eva. I don't know if I peeked, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I think Edo wins that one.
Yeah.
I give up? That was incredible.
Oh,
Are you
thank
Eevee?
you. I'm no.
О, они уже дошли до того, что имитируют покемонов на хосте.
Час спидрана не прошло, как говорится, и марафона, как комментаторы начинают понемножечку тоже сходить с ума.
as in the split, not the person.
Там, по-моему, самое лучшее, это когда они начинают блеять, типа... Вот это вот прям на каждом спидране покемона, на каждом там комментировании просто постоянно. Да, кстати, всех ощипает. На улице вообще очень жарко сегодня. Ух.
My health's really good now, though. That was totally intentional, because now I've got really good health for Spinder. I totally meant to do that.
АГДК в этом моменте поприятней.
Well, I've got protein, so I can strength turn 1. And potentially strength turn 2 if I high roll. So I shouldn't miss at least turn 1.
Okay, that's good.
Shouldn't.
Hopefully that is the case.
Были ли веры? Пару веров было. Ну там раны рафлановые. Типа, на самом деле. Большинство ранов, которые нам показывают, они прям типа супер оптимизированные. И в основном все ВР, короче, ставят прям перед марафоном, потому что к марафону прям супер усиленно готовятся. И порой раннеры просто через все свои пределы выходят.
Я обычно только на марафонах ставлю мировой рекорд. По-моему, за один марафон 2 ВР побед.
Ну, это хороший стимул, да, но вообще в целом, типа, культура ВР, она такая себе, потому что вот, люди следят за ВРами, а не за ранами, за спидранером. А спидран это не ВР. Спидран это вот то, что привело к этому ВРу. Это куча разных вещей.
Я вспомнил тут вещь одну, у нас же это... Обнаружился один русский спидранер на ГДК, о котором мы не знали.
Ну там просто русский язык был в игре.
Нет, именно что. Он из России переехал с семьей, получается, в Германию. Он как бы знает русский, что такое.
А подожди, это он был раннер Shadow of Colossus?
Да?
Я думаю, что он там в чате типа спрашивал, как наш Discord зайти, да, что такое.
Кстати, он же зашел в итоге.
Ну да, я ему скинул ссылку.
To be fair, it would have been a lot of time lost, and I'd have looked like a fool.
Yeah, it would look ugly.
Yeah. It's fine, I just get lucky, Smile. You never need to be good, you just need to be lucky.
Ну, у нас очень большой комьюнити, типа, у нас не сколько комьюнити русских, сколько комьюнити русскоязычных людей, поэтому у нас тут и украинцы, и белорусы, латыши,
эстонцы.
Вот. В последнее время, да, начали появляться такие немцы переехавшие. Тут пару человек, реально.
Thank you. Okay. So, Spinder's down, and we're fully set up, but I need
ТМР, как обычно,
good health for slacking.
сломал эстимейт.
Is a tank and deals a lot of damage.
Ничего нового.
Да, ТМР вообще сломал. Там великий рандол максимально, как он там раз 10 умер на этом туннеле. Вслепую. А потом бутнул консоль. Когда вообще убил свой ран.
Second try.
That was very tense for some reason.
Yeah, we were all holding our breath there, and I don't really know why. It wasn't that big a deal. So, I need this to be a good health. Please, belly drum. Why do you have a belly drum?
Вообще было очень много хороших игр на этом ГДК.
Блин, ну вообще безусловно было много классного.
Вот онлайновый ГДК, он позволяет нормальным раннером появляться на ГДК и показывать там нормальные раны. Потому что раньше все упиралось в то, что надо ехать в Америку, делать визу. Сейчас нет таких границ. И вот
Он проиграл. И приходится лоудиться.
ну, это сложный джим. Вот. На файте на джиме это не стыдно проиграть. Я чуть
Он
забыл, о чем говорил.
2 зелья применяет. 3 зелья.
Ого.
Ну и 1 зелье для скорости. Решил не рисковать и полечить.
Don't facade? Okay, you didn't facade, we get a shot.
Okay.
О май гад.
So you might think, well, you've got 1 heal powder left, why aren't you using it right now?
И именно онлайновый формат ГДК позволил русским ребятам приезжать туда.
Please stop hitting yourself, dude, come on.
Yeah, we're at +3 attack now, so when you hit yourself,
I don't have the
it
healing
does
items
a lot
anymore.
of damage.
I lost 3 coin flips, that's ridiculous, come
But
on.
you're so unfortunate.
Да ладно.
Yeah, we actually don't want to use that heal powder until we're past Spinda, because then we can heal the
застанили.
confusion away and know that we're not confused anymore. You don't really want to be confused on anything past Spinda.
А что мексиканец на лягух сказал? Blind ходит тоннель. И 100% лягухи, кстати.
По-моему, кстати, впервые на марафоне появляется 100% категория.
Ну, они там сами это придумали. Так что да.
Donation tray. Everything's replaced with H.
This is just torturing AW.
We have $51 donation from Frost Wolf Knight that says diggly dig, trio. I like that one. That one's cute.
You're good at that one too. What is happening? I thought I would get you with side. Like, no chance.
We have $158 donation from Shamango Fet that says, here's my Pokedex donation for the Emerald run. My favorite starter, Totodile. I'm not able to watch this run live, so I can't wait for the VOD in a few days. Let's hit 2 million. I forgot how Totodile sounded. Didn't it just sound like Donald Duck?
Cheers got a good one for here.
I actually have an okay Totodile impression.
Do it then, do it. I want to hear it. Oh, it's so cute.
We're having too much fun here.
It's
This is serious
okay.
business.
I'm not having fun if it's any consolation. I'll balance this out. I'm miserable.
Let's go.
I mean, you asked for bad luck. I mean, you
I
just
guess I
get
did,
what you
yeah.
asked for.
I just kind of wanted it spread out, not all on the same fight. Like,
Oh, it's just the beginning. This we're just seeing right now. It's actually spread out, bro.
oh no, yeah. Oh, stop missing. I'm at 62.
Продолжается озвучка покемонов.
Oh, man.
Please. This is actually far more likely to die as well.
Yeah, it's an extra roll. I killed
Такими
you.
темпами у нас будет своя версия ГДКшной озвучки покемонов. И кто-нибудь запилит ром-хак со всеми измененными звуками.
Okay.
Это будет проклято, не делайте так. Прошу.
Why?
Oh,
So dumb. I need to powder here because he'll faint attack.
Hopefully.
What? Okay. Fine, we survived.
So scary.
Thanks for dropping that. Hopefully, after I chose to powder.
I'm very
I thought you
scared.
always faint attacks there.
I just don't miss.
Thank God.
Yay!
It's over.
You did it.
Наконец-то.
We're free.
Наконец-то последний покемон
We can see the
поддался.
late game.
Let's go. First try.
So Norman sucks. Norman is just.
Так он не поддался, он снисходительно простил
The run was
По-моему,
going
кстати
really
говоря,
well,
вот сумма.
По-моему, кстати говоря, в
we've got
аниме
the possibility. It
Эш
can't
не
be that one
победил
run that
данного
goes
Pokémon
deathless in a
тренера.
marathon. It just doesn't happen. And like I said,
Ну,
it's
Эш
more entertaining
нигде не
when,
победил.
adapt to
И
different
тот ему
scenarios.
просто
I think
значок
every one of
отдал,
those fights
типа,
was different.
ну на, держи, пользуйся.
So you got to see a lot of different like backups, and that's like a good example of the knowledge base that we need. Like,
Да, в аниме, конечно, слабый пацан. Вот в играх всегда чат максимальный.
Now we get
Просто всех раскатывает.
we get kidnapped by Wally's
Всегда
dad here,
побеждает.
and he totally doesn't
Становится
bribe us with the
чемпионом
HM
сразу. Там, типа.
Bribe? What does he want?
А не как, конечно, спустя там лет 10. Или 20. Сколько лет прошло?
Он
Вот
только
это вчера.
He kind of has to do better
он
than
только
that.
в
Нет,
15 сезоне победил.
Помню, я смотрел кассету Pokémon 2000 и плакал. Были времена.
Что тебе настолько не понравилось, что аж заплакал?
Ну, клёвая. Помню, это, по-моему, первая самая полнометражка. С Мью и Мьюту.
Ну, тогда понимаю.
And slowly but surely,
Правда.
our Marshtomp is becoming an HM friend.
Ну, по-моему, она не 2000 называлась, да. А, Мью против Мьюту.
Quick detour there for the rare candy.
Экс, могу смело порекомендовать всем посмотреть даже эту полнометражку. Потому что правда прикольная.
У меня тогда было две любимых полнометражки. Это, ну, да, это про покемонов и про биоников. Легенда о Матануэ. Прям две мои любимые кассеты.
Steven Jobs, Steve.
So that weird movement there where I bonked, ran one tile and got the
Продолжается
bike
шуточки про
guarantees
Стив
a pass
Джобса.
on the dude that was looking up. He is actually a spinner and he can look right, but he didn't because we're good.
Roxanne
And then this
finally
is
got
probably
a phone.
this is probably the scariest little bit of movement because there's two optionals here that if I hit either of them, I'm very dead. That's the first one. And that's the second one. Good job, me.
Yay.
I am proud of you.
Thank you, Dad. I overshot that though.
You're welcome, son.
Close. So now we do the Weather Institute. We are once again at the point where we're over leveled and we're starting to destroy every grunt going. I think I need to strength here to get Torrent, don't I?
Кажется, быть лидером
You're in Torrent already.
Покемон Джима очень не круто. Prикиньте, каждый приходит и пытается побороть твоих покемонов.
So
One
we
of
actually
the
want
three fights.
one of the three Normans that I did, yeah. We actually want Torrent for a fight coming up later. Aqua Admin Shelly has a Mighty Anna.
Ну, зато не надо нигде путешествовать, сидишь, тебе там сразу все приключения приходят, еще там такой защита от дурака. Потому что всех слабых тренеров отсеивают ваши ребята из джима.
Если он пришел один раз и проиграл, то он еще раз 5 придет и проиграет.
SGDQ is gonna happen, so let's not.
Exactly. We're very unlucky.
С другой стороны, это объясняет, почему так много тренеров в каждом джиме.
Ну, это не джим, кстати.
Это да, это корпорация Aqua, которая не пускает нас
воровать покемонов, да.
Which is just a unique property of both your movement speed and spin timings, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to call it.
Spinners can only spin on certain timings once they're loaded. It's every 32 frames for this type of spinner.
Oh, he sucks. Very nice. Wow.
I'm proud of that.
So
I'm
that is. Thank you. Shoutouts to the Gen 4 speedrunning scene. That is the manip that they use for every spinner ever because nothing else really works there, and it actually applies to that. that one guy in this run. I'm very glad that we
Это не
actually
очень
got to see that.
эффективная атака, но она очень много дамажит, поэтому все
Yeah,
равно.
so this is the range.
Даже если у врагов
This
есть
mighty
резист,
dies
у нас
7
есть
or 8
дамаг,
times.
мы им
If it doesn't die,
раздаем.
it's a mild issue.
Там было написано, что она очень эффективна. Тут
Once
атака
again, starting to
наоборот.
see the power of like surf and torrent and
Nice.
just all of this now. We're starting to stomp some big Pokemon.
Нам говорят, ха, ты отвратительно силен.
Yes, very glad. We're actually going to get a free Pokemon now as well, and you might think that getting Castform is just a time waste. We're actually going to use Castform a surprising amount. So our major issue at the moment is that we would like to do a lot of double fights as double fights. It is slightly faster to do, if two trainers are facing each other, it's slightly faster to do the fights together because you save having to sit through individual intros and
И мы
outros.
спасли институт.
Excuse me. However, if we were to do that at the moment, we don't really have a secondary
Ну, мог
Pokemon
поспать.
that isn't like a level 6 Tailo or Abra. So, were we to, I mean, that's kind of fine. We have Surf, we would destroy everything, but then Tailo or Abra would get a ton of level ups. So by having a level 25 Castform, like we now have, we have something that can effectively
Вы
absorb
знаете Pokémon игр,
experience
где
without
можно
taking
поспать.
up a bunch of time leveling up. So we're going to be swapping Castform to the front pretty soon, and then we have access to do every double fight as a double fight going forward.
Я вспоминаю одних покемонов, про которых чатик заставил меня петь Шаман Кинга.
Hello, my name is Sharon.
Потом полчатика орал, что я их разбудил.
You can follow Kurt at, is it KURDDT?
Yes.
On Twitch. And you can follow Shiru at Shiru666 on Twitch.
The devil.
The devil. And you can follow me at Amoeba UK. It's exactly the same as the name that's on your screen. This Pokemon is the main reason we pick up Protein. So this would be a 15 and 16 range if we didn't have Protein, and I'd actually have to save before this fight, because if you miss that, you get Leaf Bladed, and that really hurts. And then we get introduced to Pelipper's, and Pelipper's suck, because they have Protect. We really hate Pelipper's. And they will just use it all the time. Okay, we got the fail at least. But there's a good chance he protects again. Why? The first 3 things you've done is protect, and he could do it for a 4th time.
You shouldn't hate people, Amoeba. You should love.
It's alright, Pelipper's aren't people.
Yeah. I agree with that sentiment.
Pelipper's are trolls. We hate Pelipper's. I like people, but I hate Pelipper's.
I love people.
So now we have the Fly TM, but we don't have access to use it. Scott's going to come across and tell us that he was lurking around the corner again, and he's super happy that you beat up another kid. Scott's a real weirdo.
Always lurking in the bushes, watching you.
And then this is going to be the second section of like long section of execution, where we've got a lot of movement and a lot of menuing to do. That is quite punishing to miss, because we don't want to hit any optionals.
Yeah, once again, setting our warp point for Abra in the center. We don't have Fly yet, so we have to beat Winona first, but we're going to come back here later to do that.
I love this city.
I really like the design of Fortree as well. So we get to meet Stephen Jobs again. Stephen Jobs is rich, so he's going to hand us free technology. He's also... Oh, I said no. That was good.
Did you say no because you hate him too?
Yeah, I don't like Stephen either. Right, so this Kecleon fight is kind of mandatory, but you don't... It's not mandatory to fight it, you can just run away. The really interesting side effect of that is that once we run away, Stephen is going to tell us that our battle style is intriguing. Despite the fact that we just ran away, but yeah. Now we get free technology. We need this to get into Fortree Gym, but we're not actually going to go straight back there. We want to do story stuff on
Забавно сносят персонажа вороны.
Okay, that's a very important spinner to hit. Thank you.
Летающим путем, просто сметая.
Visit Lily Cove. We don't need to do anything at Lily Cove. We just want to visit there so that we can fly there later.
We're gonna do some flash tourism.
So a specific repel spot there and a slight detour here.
Мы берем репел, чтобы у нас не было никаких встреч с врагами.
Kecleo.
Twitch chat, you're very funny.
and pretty.
Лутаем редкую
Everybody in
конфетку.
Twitch chat is beautiful. Spin a minute here. I have to specifically cancel my turn there. If I don't, it's not a safe pass.
В игре есть RTX, да. Чтобы играть, вам нужна видеокарта. Как минимум 3-го поколения. RTX.
Это как?
And this girl.
Там отражение в воде, что ли?
Там же облако было.
Круто.
So, what have we actually done in these menus? I've swapped Castform to the front. I've taken off the held items from Castform and Marshtomp. And I've taught Fly to Tailo, and I'm teaching Shockwave to Castform. Shockwave is actually useful in this run, and it's not even useful for the main Pokemon. We're going to teach it to Castform. We also need to Repel again because it wore out. And we want Swampert now, so it's time to Candy up.
Yeah, one of the benefits of Abra is we can do all this. We can get Swampert before we.
Наш
go
покемон
fight.
эволюционирует.
Yeah. I think Sapphire, they still fight Winona with the Marshtomp now, don't they?
That was the old.
Something.
There's actually a new Sapphire route, which Candy's before that, but so it's kind of similar to this one.
But yeah, we need some extra firepower for Winona. We also conveniently get Mystic Water attached to the castle, which helps surf, so we'll have that, thank you. And you may have blinked and missed it, but we actually did enter Lily Cove there. We literally entered for a single tile, but that is enough to be able to fly there later.
We visited the city for 4 frames.
Yep.
So we're gonna see a bike flash here. Audio lag in this game is interesting. Because he hopped off surfing and started loading a new audio track.
Почему
if he
тут
just
все
walked
смотрят?
or ran into the door, there would be like about 2 seconds
Стену.
of audio lag. So hopping on and off the bike there actually gets rid of that.
Им
lag.
нравится рассматривать скалы.
Similarly, hops off the bike before going
Но, к
into
сожалению,
this
это не
area.
скалы.
Yep.
Kurt, you're very smart.
Thank you.
I knew we had him here for a reason.
I actually didn't think of a reason.
Oh wow, okay, rude. I like Kurt. This is the last time that we're going to use Mudshot.
Это последний раз, когда мы используем
That's it, it's
матчот
done.
в
The
этой
only reason we
игре.
use it there is because we don't want to get not very effective text from Surf or
Грязевой выстрел.
what is it, Ruskin recoil from Strength. So
Или, может, не в этой
these
игре, а
are
в
pretty
этом.
easy fights, relatively, but you're going to see the reason why we
Вместе.
taught Shockwave in a second.
Дальше
We're
нам
forced into a double fight
понадобится
up here.
Сюр.
The way the trainers are arranged, we can't avoid it. I wonder if you only had one Pokemon alive if the
Ну,
fight was
Сюр
single here.
тоже опасная билка
I think we do,
очень.
yeah.
I don't think we'd ever want to do that, but that's interesting. And yeah, so there's the basic premise for any double fight that's longer than a turn is that we want to try and eliminate one side as quickly as possible, so that the opponents only get one move a turn.
Правда, двойная
This one is
битва.
kind of dependent on whether our castle has good special attack or not.
Ну, скорее, битва против
Because
двоих.
we're gonna strength
Ну
the
да.
Pooch, which always
А хотя, да, мы тут два покемона-то вот
Carbine
вызываем.
incoming.
Так что
We'd
технически, да,
definitely
это
do this
двойная
fight
битва.
singles if we didn't have Castform.
Yeah.
The Castform is a good boy.
But this is a range, so our Castle's completely randomized, so this is a range depending on what my Castle's stats are like. Not the end of the world if you miss it, which we didn't because you crit. It's not a range if you crit. Good job.
Отличные криты.
Crit IV. And now that eliminates an entire move from the opponent. Basically, we only get moves from the left side now.
Very nice.
Probably a good time for a donation if you want.
Интересно, что
Okay,
даже
before
по
I
второму
finish
нашему
it, just wanna
непрокачанному
remind
покемону
everyone that we're still trying to
урона
meet our
прошло очень
incentive
мало.
to beat Steven, or Steve, which is the optional trainer battle that's post game. Right now, we're at $18,619, which the goal is $50,000. So make sure when you're sending in those donations that you're actually putting that incentive in so that it actually goes through, and we would really appreciate it. With that in mind, we have a $25 donation from Sebi Stir that says, I have to hear that Pikachu impression again. I almost dropped my drink
Еще одну
when I heard
конфеточку
that.
подбираем.
GG at a beam,
Конфеточки
and
очень
let's
важный
hope
предмет.
for some
Они
more
позволяют
bad luck in
нам
this run. Okay, hold on,
апать
let me-
покемонов.
Pika Pika Pikachu. There you go.
It's uncanny.
Ну, по-моему, конфеты мы только в конце игры начнем использовать.
Thank you. And then we have a, oh boy, this is gonna be hard. $15 donation from Shiny Halucha that says, this RUSC is amazing. Edope is great. $10 to beating Steve.
Забавная пазл-секция. Всякие штуки.
To be Danger Noodle, but with the H's. So Danger Noodle.
Yeah. If we get Danger Noodle, are we doing it as Danger Noodle? Noodle.
I think we have
С
to.
этого момента
Yeah. And it's
появляются
winning
чаще
right now,
двойные
so-
битвы.
And then it says, oh, and Shiru, give us a.
Так что мы сражаемся в 2 раза больше
Pretty please.
Okay, I can do it.
одновременно. Это быстро, кстати. Но мы тут ничего не сейвим. Нигде.
Right, so we are into
Опа,
Winona's
Дода
gym now.
отлетает.
Another double fight ahead of us. Critting this Pelipper on incoming saves about 5 bajillion years, so it's really nice if we get it. Never lucky. So now he has a chance to protect. Oh, he didn't. Yes, let's go. And we kind of give this Swallow a load of turns, which is unfortunate because it has double ting, but it's just the best way to get through this fight. So far, it hasn't used any. I need to check Castlon's defenses here because he's not taken very much damage. Oh, he missed. Good job. Blind Swampert. Oh, and Castle pulls it.
Nice,
Very
crit.
nice. So normally you'd kill the surf there, so the crit is very nice. What's the defenses like?
За одну битву
47.
прокачиваем сразу
Is
двух
that gonna be more
покемонов.
special defense for 7, do we wonder? So what I'm currently trying to figure out
Ну
mentally
и
in my
плюс
head is,
неплохо так
we have a
поднимаем денежек.
specific
Ну,
strat.
правда,
Oh, we have
в
a
ране
selection
нам
of
деньги
strats
особо
for a
сильно не
fight
нужны.
coming up in a fair
Хотя
bit
мы
of time.
можем закупиться
And
зельями,
part of
но
it
у нас и так
depends
много времени
on
для
Castlon's
этого.
defensive capabilities. And whether it
Плюс
dies to
основные
certain
зелья
moves or
мы
not.
уже
So I
все-таки
need to know its
набрали.
defenses and I need to know its HP. And then I should be able to tell what moves are possible based on that. So I kind of have to keep paying attention to that across the rest of, well, like the next 10-15 minutes or so.
This fight is tough, Amoeba.
Yeah, this fight sucks. So
Yeah.
water ground type, and we're going against Atropius with grass type moves. I hope we don't die.
It's bad
really,
to die. We're
really
very far
important.
away.
Yeah. Are we actually doing this?
Проблема
Are we
этого
actually setting this up? Oh no.
боя в том, что противник травяного типа,
Please die.
Oh, no.
а наш
no,
тип,
that's so
ой,
bad.
а наш тип слаб к этому и плюс к тому же не наносит должного урона.
Has a quad effective move against a grass flying type. Thanks, Gaston.
Поэтому
62 health.
мы так проиграли.
What on earth are you going to do now? Because you're not going to main. You're not going to beat Winona with Castle.
Одним покемоном, правда, конечно. Но все равно неприятно терять самого ведущего покемона. Значит, его надо возрождать.
I say little known. If you've seen a red speed run, you know that happens. It's a little more known now, but
And nice side effect of that is we get to set up some nice torrent HP.
yeah. So saving here, just while I'm doing the menu, Winona kind of sucks. It's unlikely that we're going to die to Winona, but she can cost a bunch of time and cause issues later in the run, depending on what this lead move is. If I get Perish Song, I am just going to reset and go again, because it's kind of a nightmare to back up if we do.
It's roughly how likely is Perish Song? I'm not sure.
1 in 6.
Но тем временем мы добрались до главы Кима.
50% to use mirror move, which is totally fine.
Yeah, mirror move is a joke.
Но здесь все-таки будет чуть попроще, чем
Please be nice.
Thank you.
с тем просто тренером.
The Cloud Bird was nice.
Thank you, Swablu.
So cute.
Разница в
So
уровне,
we have
в уровне
Trophies
довольно
number 2 here. This
весомая,
one's not an issue at all
и
because of
нам
quote-unquote
плюс-минус будет
smart
просто.
AI.
О.
The game realizes that Aerial Ace is not
Хотя
gonna
нет,
kill,
уровень все-таки,
and
да,
Soul
решает
Beam is
здесь.
super effective, so it's going to use Soul Beam, which
Ну, это
guarantees
японские
kill
игры уровень всегда решает.
because it takes 2 turns to set up.
У нас
It actually
скорость у
more
покемона
issues if
больше,
it's
что
Aerial
позволяет
Ace
нам
than-
аж дважды
What
атаковать.
is Tropius based on? He looks very silly.
It's a banana flying tree.
Dinosaur. It's a dinosaur.
Banana tree.
It's a Bananasaurus?
Yeah.
So we have another Pelipper in this run, and this one likes to protect as well. And the smart AI makes it protect on the first turn every time. But if we set up an X item, it doesn't recognize that the first turn has happened. So
Покемон все время пытается себя защитить. Поэтому мы можем у него спокойно, пока он пытается себя защитить, повысить атаку зельями.
I blame you, Shiru, for everything.
I did not expect this. I thought you were saying, oh, it's okay.
No? You know,
Что упростит нам бой в разы.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell Steven Jobs.
No, not him, please. He owes me an iPhone.
So that setup is enough for the rest of the fight, no need to worry. So now we're going to try and hold this torrent for as long as possible. Well, we are going to. Either that or I'm going to die, one of the two.
Yeah, dying is not ideal here.
So we now have access to fly, which means that Abra is sort of useless. It'll be used in one more fight, but otherwise it's done its job. Good job. Because we're going to go fly and do a lot of backtracking there. We've got to do some story stuff. The first thing is nip to Magma Hideout, because we've got the Magma emblem from the nice old lady on top of the mountain. So we need to go and bust into Magma Hideout. I actually remembered there not to accidentally save again. I always think I'm on Pokemon, I'm not.
Good job.
Есть летающий покемон, который позволяет нам очень быстро перемещаться. Поэтому перемещение по карте стало чуть-чуть проще.
There's no real RNG until the very last fight, and the execution is quite tight, so it's quite enjoyable to do this split. It's especially enjoyable to do it well. No promises on that regard.
I believe in you. Do not disappoint me.
I'll try, Dad.
I'm like that evil dad from every average movie.
Странно, что мы не можем пропустить данную катсцену.
Fun little fact about this movement.
Нам обязательно надо ее посмотреть.
Biking down this section of Jagged Pass and into Magma Hideout is only faster because of all the weird slowdowns from the ledges if I do it perfectly. Thank you. Otherwise, I should just run it. It would also be faster to get off the bike here to push these boulders in the immediate sense, because the bike accelerates slower than running. But if we did that, we would invoke audio lag when we bike through to the next room.
Наш покемон настолько сильный, что может двигать камень. Ну, правда, ему для этого способность нужна.
Lots and lots of grunts to fight here. These all die in one shot. There's going to be some really tight movement in the next room after the next fight.
Разница в уровне должна нам позволить убивать с первого раза. Хотя не убивать все-таки мы не убиваем, именно просто побеждаем.
Well, it is tile perfect. I have to. Oh, is that going to affect it? Shiru, help.
I think so, yes.
Okay, yeah, so we're not going to do that. Okay, I don't know what to do now.
I guess you just go left.
Yeah, maybe. We'll play it safe and not get caught. That's really disappointing. I was so excited to do this movement. And then this is why map bike is really punishing. Like, I've just made a 4-frame mistake and now it's ruined an entire setup.
That's right.
Yeah, that guy would have definitely seen you if you went right there. Usually you pass along the top here, but the setup is very specific.
Yeah.
Any mistake,
А, у команды Магма так себе охрана.
Emerald and I guess Sapphire is also rewarding, is because the movement is so stringent and tight. You need to be good consistently.
Они просто в упор не увидели главного героя.
Like really good speedruns. Like Pokemon overall is a cool speedrun because you run into different situations you have to play around. But on top of that, in this game, you get cool execution, and that's really cool.
Yeah. I think between the RNG manips and the movement, this is one of the most interesting runs, PSR-wise. All PSR runs are pretty good. But some are more good than others, IMO. But I'm biased. Don't just take my word for it.
Yeah. I'm very biased too.
So we have a lot of grunt fights coming up in this section, and eventually we're gonna see Maxie again. But in between all of them, we have these nice tight little.
Я сейчас обратил внимание, что, по-моему, Уранера.
This one's pretty hard.
Это GameCube?
Oh, close. I didn't bonk,
Раз-
which is good. I want to be,
Да, там
entirely
же есть
mortal,
расширение
so
для
walk as well.
GameCube,
You went through the
которым
machine
можно играть в
and
любая.
the wall
Я
there.
просто
What's
увидел, что у него
That's
аж
how I've always done it,
12
even.
консолей.
This is another fun side effect of having such interesting
Ничего себе. Подожди, это все GameCube? У него
Ну, мне
просто
почему-то кажется, что это
GameCube.
Dreamcast, но это, по-моему, GameCube.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the same
Да.
number of steps.
It's the
It's just
same, yeah.
personal preference.
У него реально сзади
Very important not to
12
talk to that guy in his own. I
GameCube.
did that once in a run recently.
Это жестко.
You want to take this as a double fight?
Башни из
Check,
GameCube.
what did Castleman have?
Нормально.
Health 62 and 47 on the defenses. I forgot to actually fully check.
Мужик,
that.
вышли
Not
нам
really
один
a huge
GameCube.
issue yet.
Those values are kind of annoying for having so high HP.
Что если они не рабочие?
Hopefully it doesn't affect
I-
much with Analyzer.
I'm fairly sure I can heal Castleman to full and do Strat 7 because it's going to get to.
Мне
Like,
кажется, он
51
спидранит игру.
defense.
Спидранит ее очень
Yeah,
долго,
sporty
потом
So even if it gets to
происходит
50,
какой-нибудь
as long
нервный
as it's got
срыв,
73
и
maximum health,
в коллекцию
you'll
добавляется
be
еще
able to
один
heal full
GameCube.
and do Strat 7. I think that's going to be the
That's
safest
cool.
option.
Strat 7 is the fastest Taden
It's
Кубик
so.
GameCubика.
It is the fastest if you don't
Собирает.
have to set up for it. If you have to do what I'm doing now and heal, it's actually better to do like Strat 5. It's only faster if you already have it set up.
What if you have a menu for it?
What do you mean? Oh, to do the
yeah.
setup? No, not really. Like, Strat 7 saves 10, 12 seconds over Strat 5, so if you have to do like any healing, it basically doesn't save any time at all.
You guys are hearing us. Well, you Chad, are hearing us.
Just realised exactly the same thing, that we're just talking completely routing stuff and everybody listening at home has no idea what we're saying.
Yeah, basically.
Go on,
Yeah,
you go for it.
Okay, I can go for it then. Taylor Lysa has like 20,000
Очень
because the fight is so
простой
complicated. By
файт.
20,000 I mean like 7.
В принципе, у нас запас ХП, он посчитан.
Considering it's just
Мы
one fight, right?
готовы к тому,
It's
что
kind
там
of just
дадут
everything is
по
set in
башке.
stone because you always have the same team, but the variance in stats for cast form and the variance in your HP that you may have for that fight makes it a quite interesting fight when it comes to the setup, because you can run into different scenarios. And for all of those scenarios, we have.
У нас, в принципе, для любого развития сценариев есть страты.
Yeah, so there's the things that can affect this. What strat you do are Swampet's health, cast form's health, defense, and special defense, and how many revives you've got technically. Strat 7's the good one. We like Strat 7. But they're all numbered, basically, so we don't actually talk in terms of what the strats actually do, we just give them numbers. But it doesn't really mean anything to you guys, so that's why we were realising that we should probably explain what we were talking about. Anyway, Maxi.
Yeah.
So we're in Torrent, and the Mightyena and the Camera Up die in one shot, which is very convenient for the Mightyena because it has Swagger and Scary Face. However, the Crobat doesn't, and it also outspeeds us. It will use Air Cutter or Wing Attack, both of which have a 1 in 8 chance to kill us. Air Cutter crit will kill us, Wing Attack can either crit or max roll. Very nice.
Fortunately, this mob boss isn't very resourceful and does not have any hyper potions, only a super potion.
Thankfully. It would actually be a huge issue if he had a hyper potion.
Yeah, it would be a big problem. And like Steven Jobs, this guy is not very rich.
So,
Speaking of Steven Jobs, wonder how that incentive is going.
yeah.
Beat Steven Jobs, the final showdown.
Right now we're at $20,307. So we're getting there, but we need to keep on donating towards that incentive. We would really like it.
Yeah,
You gotta believe.
I believe.
Think of the charity. That's the
Yes.
thing. We will also need to close
Так,
the,
начинай петь,
the
у нас чат
Rayquaza
засыпает.
name in about 20 minutes or so. It's a little bit away yet, but just as a reminder for that. If you want to donate to name the Rayquaza, you've probably got about 20 minutes left. So, oh, did I? I know I didn't do. Thanks for not telling me, guys. Oh, that already reminded me. The story elements to do.
Do you want me to tell you the truth, Amoeba?
You didn't realise.
We're playing Animal Crossing.
Oh wow, okay. You're not even paying attention to my run, I see how it is. So, yeah, story elements. We're supposed to go to Slateport because Team Aqua have a plan to steal a submarine, and I just want to point out that is the perfect plan. Because if you steal a submarine, how is anybody going to stop you? Because they need a submarine.
Again. Torpedo.
Again, yeah. But they don't deserve death for stealing.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Would that kill them?
Yeah, I think you torpedo a sub. Do we have any submarine experts in chat? Would a torpedo kill a sub? Let us know.
Hello? Do you own a submarine?
No.
You're missing out.
Was I supposed to?
No, I don't have one either. We were just wondering about submarine questions. I guess nobody knows then.
Nope. So, we did actually enter Lily Cove, you can tell, because I'm now allowed to fly here. This is the last bit of encounterable area where we don't have a rappel, so of course I get one. Beautifully timed.
Class.
This is really unlikely.
Бьем тентакула.
As long as I can run away
И не
from
бьем,
anything,
мы
I don't wanna die
сваливаем
here.
от него.
You have another one.
Нам не
Случайная
нужно.
битва, они нам особо не нужны.
I don't know. I'm just saying the truth.
Рандом каунтер.
Good, but why?
Ну,
we clearly have no
Team Liquid
respect
тоже
for
классная
Team
охрана.
Magma compared to Team Aqua because we're allowed to run and bike through Magma Hideout.
Убираемся в убежище команды
They
Аква.
have very stringent rules here.
But apparently we're going to obey even though we're here to raid them.
Команда Liquid.
Да, мы
Понимаю.
можем сделать аж сразу две битвы. Мы могли поодиночке сразиться с каждым, но в двух битвах поучаствовать намного быстрее.
I hope not, anyway. I did forget something. I forgot to go and see the submarine, but we went back. We're totally fine.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh.
So another use of Shockwave here. The Pokemon incoming on the right-hand side is the Carvana. We don't really want to surf it because we're going to get not very effective text.
Мы настолько эффективны, что просто
So it's
уничтожаем противника и даже не рискуем тем, что у нас на полтычки осталось хп.
And Castron doesn't really have another good move to use. If we use Powder Snow, we're going to get 2 lots of text. Oh, he didn't die.
Yeah.
Побольше
I crit earlier mattered then.
Берии, наверное,
I guess
приколюха
Castron
покемонов,
doesn't have
что
very good special attack because it's pretty
разные
likely to kill
команды,
monsters.
там,
Yeah,
It's
that's
very
maybe the
likely.
third time
Магма,
I've missed
Аква,
that.
они всегда слабые.
So,
Да, потому что,
yeah, if we
чтобы
went to
быть
Powder Snow, we would
злодеем,
end up getting 2 lots of text there.
не
And
нужно
then the
быть
other moves
сильным.
are Sunny Day and Hail, which are just very slow. Weather effects are extremely slow. Because you're going to get text when they use it, and then text every single turn after that.
If only we had an ability that cancels out weather effects.
Imagine a world.
Yeah, I would
You
like
can
to
walk
have that
along it.
ability.
I never realized as a kid you could walk above that guy. I thought that that square was blocked off by the stuff that was on it. So I always thought he was mandatory.
That's fair, I guess.
Еще мы играем за ниндзя в 3-м поколении, поэтому можем спокойно обходить врагов сбоку, и нам ничто не сделает.
If we didn't have Torrent, we wouldn't be one-shotting everything in these double fights. Because if you use...
Зрение у них туннельное у всех.
The damage
Не, я
is
говорю, у
only
них
75%.
все нормально, и просто мы ниндзя в 3-м поколении, и поэтому
So
нам
without
ничто
Torrent,
не
we wouldn't
грозит.
be killing any of these.
Нинджа.
Yeah. Shout out to Torrent.
Does make sense.
На оригинальной трансляции всем по кайфу
Yeah,
покемоны.
because we're very low HP, so if anything is faster
Покемоны
than you,
крутые.
you just die. But we're very fast.
Просто расслабляешься.
Yeah. If someone
Basically,
comes
the
into
only
your
reason-
chat and doesn't know the
Шутки
game,
про
they're like,
потный
why are
ран
you
будут.
healing? Like,
Yeah.
gonna die.
Well, if some... Yeah, you go, Amiibo.
I was going to say, you do unfortunately have to
Каждый
sit through
ран
red
бот-
bar sound the
плотный.
entire time, which
Yeah.
is a downside.
I hate that.
Aqua
So
admin
if
bad.
somebody doesn't know about Pokemon speedrunning and goes into the chat, I know the first question already. Oh yeah, you're resetting. It's always the same thing. And then they
Я так понял, тут страту вот эту
stay with me.
распространение используют, что когда у тебя мало хп, у тебя покемон автоматом бафается. При помощи специальной обилки.
So you are
И
going
вот
to
за
get
счет
a
этого мы
reprieve
наносим
from
просто
the doo-doo sound. For a bit.
нереальный урон.
The doo-doo sound, that was a poor choice of words. We are going to need to heal to full because of the next fight
Ну,
coming up.
это все-таки накладывает
And
некоторые
then
риски,
we really
потому
want to stay
что
healthy. I don't think I have more than 2 powders. do I?
Покемон
I think
может
I'm down to 2
промахнуться.
on Norman. So I don't think I'm going to be able to
Да,
do that.
не исключено такое.
It could be interesting. Hopefully it'll be fine. Gyarados just needs to be a friend.
Поэтому
Otherwise we'll be locked into a really
мы
bad
используем
Tantalizer
очень меткую
strat. But
атаку.
yeah, our HP for the Tantalizer fight coming up is hugely dependent on this next fight.
С высоким шансом
So-
попадания.
we have a Gyarados to fight, and it has Intimidate.
Ну, вообще все может
We don't really have
произойти.
any other good moves to use against it than Strength, so we're going to be strengthening it. Let me see what my healing items like. Wow, this is not good. I need to buy
Пользуемся
hypers in
перепилом
Rusty.
для того,
I've
чтобы
used so many healing items.
не попадать в случайные битвы.
Yeah, we three-shot
На них
this.
можно потерять
Well,
довольно
we
много
should
времени.
three-shot this Gyarados with Strength. Sometimes it's a range, although with Protein it's very unlikely to be.
Конечно, избегаем из них, но всякое бывает.
And it has Leer, Bite, Dragon Rage, and Thrash. And we want to finish around 100 HP.
Ну и еще есть небольшая проблема. Дело в том, что у наш покемон водного типа, и его атаки не очень эффективны против покемонов такого же типа, как он.
Dragon Rage is good if he uses like Leer. If he bites here, it's rough.
There's the bite.
That's the worst HP. Cool.
I wish you had an Oranberry.
Завалили Гирадоса.
Oranberry too. 95 is just short. We basically are just
Знаешь,
gonna take
мужика
this
плавки,
and,
кстати.
hope.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, there might be. Hey, I'm gonna bag Manipper. This spinner hates me, so I'm just gonna make sure.
Что, Мел, думаешь вкатываться вообще в покемонов?
Yeah. Do I
Там
I should take the double fight as
на
double
свече
fight
ремейк
psychic?
выходит, и это, по сути, одна из первых нормальных игр на покемонах за многое время.
Интересно было бы когда-нибудь попробовать поспидранить самому. Но пока что не планирую в ближайшее время.
Ну, это... У нас недавно Диагон разбирался, кстати, по спидранам покемонов. Но он в итоге пришел к тому, что лучшие покемоны — это персоны, игры. Но вообще... Там очень сложно. Вот классические покемоны там на ГБА, на ГС, там нужен именно оригинальный картридж. Ну, это очень большая проблема. Это очень дорого и сложно. Либо на ЕБ, на аукционе можно какой-нибудь геймбой отхватить, или тот же ГС-ку. 3DS-ку. Ну, игру будет дорого очень. Это большая проблема.
Кстати, мне так кажется, поскольку покемон очень популярны, и карточь, я думаю, легко достать.
Ну, типа эти игры выходили много лет назад. Да, они там типа не супер редкие, но стоят все равно дофига.
It's more fun this way.
Yeah, this is content. We basically need low rolls from the Claydol. Otherwise, we may be put into range by Zati. The general idea of the strat for Tantalizer, regardless of which one of the 7 strats you're using, is to distract Zatu with the spare Pokemon that you have, Castle, Abra, and Talo, so that Zatu's not using anything out of Sunny Day, Calm Mind, or Light Screen, because they're all terrible moves. And also to get 2 Earthquakes from the Claydol so that it will put Swampert into Torrent. We also need to set up speed and the next special on Swampert to also
за 4000 хвостиком, ну можно купить.
Можно поискать аукциона, там порой можно утащить.
3-4 тысячи, в принципе, везде уходит. 3-4-5.
Ну, я хочу DS-ку, 3DS-ку и ГБА. Надо попробовать что-нибудь утащить себе, посидеть, помониторить. Портативная консоль — это балдеж. Валяешься на диване.
We have exactly enough, but if we ever need to use one more, it can be an issue.
Exactly. Also, okay, but for this,
разве не было никаких переизданий покемонов на какой-нибудь свече, как, например, Зелье первые сделали?
На свече вообще ничего не было. Свич вообще для покемонов — это не то, что вы хотите. Потому что там очень плохие, типа, вот эти вот... Там, типа, было переиздание Red-версии, которое было сделано слиянием мобильных игр, и это полная фигня. И, значит, были сделаны вот эти тоже спорные Sword and Shield.
Ну почему?
Burst
У
on the
свечей
ground,
есть
you're right. It's very convenient.
Пикачу
Yeah, the
и...
smart AI is going to prefer
Ну,
setup
они
moves
тоже
that
не
can't
очень.
kill with anything, but it will always prefer killing a Pokemon if it can, regardless
Типа,
of what
да,
that
это же вот
Pokemon
эта вот игра,
is. So I need
которая
to heal
сделана в духе... Вот они, короче, геймплейные механики запилили, как в мобилке. Ну, это же вообще духота.
Most would agree.
Yeah, this is the worst. This is the least likely to survive. And it kind of starts off a bit of a gauntlet because there's 2 fights following this that are also fairly rough. So,
It sucks. Alright, here we go.
I messed up already. Let's go.
Yeah, you did.
You didn't swap.
I was
swap.
thinking,
I need to put Abra to second. I remembered that I needed to heal. That was the important bit. Close. Right, content. Let's go. So
Well,
I need to
fine.
put Abra to second for this strat.
Fight is so bad that you have to reset before you even start.
Edo, you are going to die.
At least I noticed.
Лидер.
That's the thing.
Why?
You're not laughing so
Это
much
аж
now, are you?
двойная битва.
Why was that weirdly threatening?
Поэтому нам нужно использовать
You're not laughing so
довольно
much now.
читерного покемона
So,
для того, чтобы победить.
Oh, there's always double battle lag. Speed first, waste a turn with Abra. Xatu kills Abra, and then
Bye.
Claydol is bye. Claydol is going to go for
Они его
Earthquake
даже не
because it'll hit
используют.
both of us
Я думал,
and
они
kill
хотят
the
загипнозить.
Abra. We're going to send it in a flying Pokemon,
нет.
which won't get hit by it. So this stalls. a
Они
nice
просто
turn.
не хотят.
Please low roll.
Просто не хотят.
Reasonable. I
Да,
don't
они
think I'm
хотят
dead to
терять
Xatu.
самых покемонов, поэтому сливают слабых.
We'll find out, won't we? I've got no other choice. Special burner turn with Taylor.
2 часа 30 минут это VR,
Storm
кстати.
tanks this earthquake.
25 минут.
As long as he doesn't crit. It's really important that
Estimate
Claydol doesn't crit.
накинули.
Oh, it's not an earthquake, is it? It's ancient power. Don't
Ancient
get the
power, I
boost.
was thinking, yeah.
Ну, вообще, если
After
подрулить,
all,
то игра
I need
может
to not
вполне
crit
на
Claydol
3
here.
часа
Because I need
растянуться.
torrent from him. Doesn't matter too much if I crit the Xatu. I didn't. It's fine. Xatu
Я
kills.
знаю то, что
Earthquake on me.
неважно какой стимейт, его очень легко сломать в покемонах.
Please don't crit. Thank you.
Stuff.
I
Поэтому
will
я
need to
сказал
potion this
нет.
health.
Шанс есть
Xatu is
всегда.
a range for these two
Даже
serves. However, the first one I
профессиональные
did really high rolled, so
драйнеры
I don't expect to miss
покемонов
this.
умудрялись это сделать.
And then the final hurdle is the Lunatone that's coming out is a 15 and 16 range. So if I'm very unlucky, I miss that die and we have to do it all over again.
That would suck. Don't do
That would
that.
suck.
Yeah, so this strat is faster specifically because you don't have to revive any of your other Pokemon in the other and
Ну, короче, нам
the other strats.
не
you
нужны
have to
покемоны,
revive
нам нужно
Cast
только...
Form.
И здоровье нам
There's a
тоже не
couple of
нужно.
ones in, like, the
Нам
strat
нужно
1 and
просто
3
дать
don't
в
revive
морду.
anything.
Мы
But they are
делаем
decreased
это очень
slightly for
больно.
other reasons. Like, or is it 2 and 4? Sorry. That was actually relatively good, other than the fact that I forgot to swap Abra. Well, this is why we save. So that's the hardest fight out of the way, and they were very kind to us. They let us go first try. We've only died to Norman so far, haven't we?
Yep.
That's pretty typical of my runs. Norman hates me, but everything else tends to go pretty well.
Yeah, we had a bit of a scare on Cool Trainer Jody, but
Oh yeah. Shh, don't remind them. That was totally intentional.
Yeah. Kurt, why did you do that?
Yeah, very rude. Why you set me up like this? Now Shiru is my best friend.
okay.
Well, I guess I'll take that.
So some grunts to defeat here, and we're going up into what the community refers to as true double, because it's us and Stephen Jobs versus it's not Courtney, it's Tabitha, as I found out yesterday, and Maxi. So it's a true 2 people versus 2 people.
Yeah,
This fight kind of sucks. My health's terrible.
Courtney only exists in Pokemon Ruby,
Yeah.
for reference, and the remakes.
I mean, your HP is bad, but
It's
if you use
terrible.
Reflect,
Yeah, but I'm like dead to every move, and I can't potion because I potion out of Torrent.
it's very bad. Yeah, I agree.
It's really, really bad. This is like the worst possible HP to be at.
You're so unlucky, Amoeba. Worth HP for
no.
10 Eliza and worth HP for this.
Yeah. I think they're like connected. I feel like most of the time if you've got the really bad HP for Tate and Liza, then the damage rolls you get from Claydol will give you the bad HP here as well. But I need to be in Torrent for this fight, and if I potion now, I'd be 1 HP above. So I have to go in at 31. Unfortunately, there's a Crobat in this fight that does 34 with Wing Attack. And if it thinks it can kill, it will. So this could be kind of rough. gonna mudshot this just to have an extra surf. We would normally surf that for the guaranteed hit. I'll take a bit of safety just in case I need it, because it may be that this true double fight is a bit of a train wreck. These three guys make a huge fuss about
Я забыл, о чем я говорил. Ну, мы тут уже с магма командой сражаемся.
So I don't really know why they do that.
Да, нам тут нужно было определенное количество здоровья для сетапа.
These grunts are very silly. Their Pokemon are bad.
Probably a good time for a donation if you want.
Немного рискованно.
Okay. We have a $250 donation from Michael that says, "Come on, chat. Gotta take Steve down." We have a $5 donation from Bitwise that says, "We're doing a donation tray. I'll give $10 if anyone can do a Cricketune impression." I know this actually. Can I do it?
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it.
It goes. I hope I do it right. It goes.
That was good.
The only one that I know.
That was impressive.
Guess it right. Yay! I'm happy. We have $200 from Pilgrim Turtle that says, "You all are fantastic. Here's to extending the run and fighting Steve."
Good old Steve.
$250 from Zan Damascus that says, "Here's $250 for Ho-Oh." Or wait, is it no on? Put this to beating Steve Stove.
Right, so we've got terrible HP here, so we're going to take a nice safety save. And the difficulty in this fight is that we need to do 2 turns setup, and then we're going to mash surf, and we really need Metang to be a bro, but we have no control over him, unfortunately. So Stevie has got to do his best for us.
Steven Jobs and his pseudo-legendary Pokemon, because he's rich.
You can just buy them. Disgusting. We need to grind for them. It's like a gacha game.
So this lead Mightyena has Scary Face, so we're going to want to guard spec to avoid that. We can also very occasionally see takedown from the camera up, that is terrible. If we do. And then Metang has Metal Claw, Psychic, Light Screen, and Reflect. We don't mind it getting rid of Light Screen and Reflect here. I actually really would like the Reflect, given my HP. Because then it will attack for the rest of the fight. Swagger's unfortunate.
Sure is.
Metang's much less likely to be helpful now.
Okay,
that's helpful.
Yeah,
so,
no longer range.
Mightyena is a range for us to kill with Surf, and now it isn't. Why does he always do this to me? Always swaps out Crobat, and it's never the Crobat.
It's 10% for him to use that, to do that, sorry.
If I could get the Crobat on the swap, then I would be doing damage before.
Unfortunately, he will always go for camera up, because he resists Metal Claw.
Постоянно дергается вот этот раздражающий звук, сигнализирующий о том, что у нас low HP. Все нужно для сетапа, нужно, который позволяет нам бафать наш урон.
So hopefully Metang uses something good on the Golbat, preferably, although he would kill the Mightyena if he did that. That would actually suck, actually. So yeah, hitting himself's fine. We outspeed the Golbat, but we don't kill it. So I do need Metang to be a friend and attack the Golbat, preferably. Because if it attacks me, then I'm mega dead to the Crobat.
You get 45 here, right?
Okay, bite on Metang's fine.
This is bad.
Yeah, I might be dead here. That's probably dead. And a crit, nice. Very nice. Good game.
It should be so bad, bro.
Yeah. If I die again, I might go and get an Oranberry. It's that bad.
I guess he could use an energy powder there, but it's so risky as well.
Yeah, I'm like 50-50 to survive it is the thing. And then it's super fine if I do survive, and it's really bad if I do use an energy powder. So I'm like damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Почти прошли это убежище.
We can defeat them, and that's it.
Yeah, we could just
раннер идет на победу.
I just came up with that.
And that's why you're the world record holder.
Yeah, that's why we are both plebs in your Oh, I need to press the A button there. just sat there not looking at it because I
See,
forget that it gives you
I
text.
will press the A button there.
There we go.
It's okay, you'll learn.
I always forget that he's.
Очень потные покемоны, кстати.
Patronized.
Нам противостоят.
Yeah. I mean, I have to take it. He has.
И высокий по уровню.
Metal Claw's good.
Но мы
I'd like to
выше.
see reflect this time. Come on, Metang, you can do it. Give us a reflect. It's gonna make us so much safer. He's done it again. Why don't I always
This is
get
the same
this?
fight. What in the world?
Only
Both
Metal Claw,
camels.
useless.
Wow.
Is that swap really 10%?
It really is. At least for regular fights. Maybe not for this fight, but it really is 10% for other fights.
The other downside
Always
of
get
that
it.
swap is when Mightyena comes back out, you get Intimidate text again, and Metang's Clear Body, and it's like you lose like a whole, like, I don't know, 10 seconds to it. Just that swap.
It's very slow.
This is fine. These both die. But I'm gonna get Golbat and Crobat out at the same
Hopefully
time.
reflect. There's
Yes.
reflect.
Okay, we have a reasonable chance to survive now. As opposed to the horrible situation we were in.
Are you ready for this psychic on Crobat?
I am super ready for Psychic on... Well, no, he'll never do that because he wouldn't Psychic the Mightyena. I might
That's a
get
good
Metal
point.
Claw on. Metal Claw on Golbat would work.
That's true. That would
Crobat
be
doesn't
nice.
really help because I'm probably still not going to kill it with
Yeah.
Surf. Hey,
There's
good
that.
stuff.
Okay.
Right, so I just need... that's fine, yeah, that's good.
Fine. Yeah. Crit for content, maybe?
Nah. So I just need... If Metang can kill here, that's great. And if not, I've got the extra surf, so it's not the end of the world. We win now, I think. Unless I get crit on this turn. Actually, I shouldn't have said that.
And
This is
change
10-2 crit.
yourself.
Okay, we got
Mean
mean
look.
We're fine. Forgot they outspeeds me. That would have been ultimate content.
So it's very important here to have at least 3 surfs for the Archie fight coming up. It's actually the last fight we used Swampert for.
So the Rayquaza naming incentive will need to close once we beat Archie, although we are 5 minutes away from that.
Yeah. It's not there yet. We just meet Maxi, not Archie.
Yes. So Swampert's only got one more job to do, and then he is done. You can take a well-deserved rest.
Streamer, shouldn't you heal?
Well, no, I am at low health. Maybe it's
Тут
a good
Саш,
idea.
что-то немного сбился. Сколько он уже зачистил?
Chat is complaining about the
Jim.
Bee-Boo
Много,
noise as well.
много. Не знаю, я отходил в туалет, мог один пропустить.
Chat
No.
will learn a little bit.
Stephen, for some
Берем,
reason,
кстати,
thinks
HM
that we
08.
think that he lives in Rustboro, so he tells you he doesn't live in Rustboro, he lives here. But I
Можно,
don't know why you
это
that we think
штука,
that he
которая
lives in
позволяет
Rustboro, 'cause we've
нам
never seen him in
забиндить
Rustboro.
обилку на покемона. Обилка
Game
Dive,
doesn't make a lot of
можем
sense
нырять.
sometimes.
It's a plot hole.
Это, кстати, прикольная
So,
штука.
Now that we have Dive, Swampert's journey to be an
Что
HM
можно
friend is complete.
больше эксплорить водяные части игрового мира.
And yet we're still using it. It's still like our main Pokemon. Despite the fact it's completely HM'd up.
Because Surf is so silly, it's so strong.
Yeah. Surf is so strong that even though we're going to fight Team Aqua's leader, we're still going to use Surf. Right?
Почти
That's
всегда
Seafloor
нужна эта
Cavern
билка
coming
для...
up. It's another fun section of
продвинуться чуть по
movement.
сюжету.
We're going to do a lot of like jumping on and off the bike because certain areas are faster to do on foot. I bonked the wrong side of that rock.
That's okay. That's 8 frames slower.
И их осталось-то всего часик
Interesting spinner
до
pass coming
конца
up as
раунда.
well. That guy at the top of the screen is a spinner. We are going to run
Ломаем
to the tile
камни.
that's below and to the right of him, and then walk up and check if he spins.
Толкаем камни. Как он быстро проехал вокруг этого врага.
Shouts to Ringo.
Indeed.
Very talented Japanese runner.
Ну, и чем больше ходишь, тем больше враги крутятся.
There's lots of little optimizations in this area. Things like getting on the bike there because it's faster to bike those 6 or 7 tiles, but then pushing boulders is faster if you're on your feet.
Велосипедом намного проще объезжать все-таки вертолетики. И у нас любимая головоломка
Very nice. Well,
с
we're
потоками.
almost at Archie, bike flash here again. There you go. Goes faster despite not being on.
Очень часто встречается в игре. Ну, вообще в серии.
Yeah, it's another audio lag.
Нужно встать на правильный конвейер.
Again, faster to push boulders on your feet.
Иначе уедешь не туда.
Oh, I didn't get the bonk. That's a shame.
You have to have pretty strong feet to push these boulders. I'm not gonna lie.
On your feet.
Ну,
It's really important
очень
not to
важно
mess this one
тут
up, 'cause it
не
takes
сделать
forever to
лишних
do if you do
темпов.
it again. You actually can't get encounters in this
Я
area, but
сразу
still
вспомнил
going
игру
to repel.
Helltaker.
This is more for timing later on.
Вы тоже
Better to repel
двигали.
here than
Ну, тут у нас репел закончился,
And
мы
then
новый
the
закинули.
last stupid
Репел — это
fight
предмет,
when
который позволяет нам
Wow, we are actually gonna have to
избегать
save
файта
for.
с врагами, случайные все
That was
встречи.
That was mean, I'm sorry, but Archie is stupid. And he's gonna get told just as much once we're done with this fight.
Yeah, because he uses the red orb. Oh, wait, spoiler.
Well, we know he doesn't have the blue orb because
Немножко
Max
потеряли
used the blue
время
orb.
на том,
I'm
что
not paying attention though.
сделали сейф
I'm
перед
not
разговором.
sorry. Get to listen to the good theme one last time. So, pretty similar to Maxi 2 actually. The Mightyena that he leads with is a real issue, but thankfully Torrent dispatches
До
very
этого
quickly.
мы
However,
сражались
he's
еще
got a Crobat
более-менее
and a
слабыми.
Sharpedo that we neither outspeed nor kill in one shot. So we are going to have to do some
Aqua.
setup there.
Получается,
I cannot wait to defeat this trainer.
Эх,
Which means he's got a lot of
конечно,
opportunities.
ГДК ивент такой,
Ricardo misses great
что
here, not the case.
там все вот эти игры,
Crit here is just
все
really bad.
расписание у них совсем другое,
Actually, it's terrible
совсем
for me 'cause I've got
сдвинутое
no
по сравнению
powers.
с нашими
I'm
таймзонами.
screwed.
Поэтому
Yeah.
вот то, что у них такое ночное,
There's the wing attack.
оно у нас
Yeah,
дневное. И вот
Thank you.
по-хорошему вот под этот ран реально
That's
приятно
for
было
you,
бы
baby.
засыпать.
So,
Но
that's Archie done. That's
Кстати
also
говоря, у
Smoker
них
done. He will not
минус
do
8
any more
часов.
fights.
да.
Good job, little guy.
Минус 8 часов от московского времени.
So right after this,
Ой.
we have a lot of story.
Lots.
This is
А,
not the most
вообще,
interesting section from a speedrun.
Самые экшоновые раны, они вот всегда ночью глубокие.
So
Good to hear.
Archie's going to be an idiot,
И
and then Max is going to show up and tell
досадно.
him he's an idiot, and then he's going to tell him that he was an idiot, and then they're going to go outside and tell each other they were idiots again, and then Steven's going to show up and tell us that they were idiots, and then he's going to leave. And that's going to take about a minute.
Everybody's an idiot.
Everybody's an idiot. Oh, and the Rayquaza name. Can you let me know what that is, please?
Let me double check. I think it's still the same name.
Что на самом деле делает Еса более приятной для нас, поскольку вся классные игры выпадают в приятное для нас время.
Yes, but if you want to do H, that could
It's
be okay
actually,
too.
it's actually very close.
Deja Hoodle.
Yeah, this one isn't clear at all. Danger Noodle is in the lead, but not by much.
Second place among us.
Oh no, I'm very glad Danger Noodle won then. Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Возможно, это был мел.
She's
Yeah,
done,
that's
you're
it.
right.
We are done. That is the cutoff.
Are you spelling it with H's?
Yes, it will be Deja Hoodle.
I guess.
I need to not mess that up, actually. That's going to be much harder to think about.
What if you
no.
mess it up by
And I put
not
the ends
messing it
back
up?
in and it's backwards again. Like, oh no.
That's like meta humor.
So Brennan calling us, telling he saw a big green noodle flying across the sky.
I'd be
No,
impressed.
we actually need to go story-wise to Sutopolis, but we are closer to Pacific-Log than we have been at any other point, so we'll do some sightseeing before we go there.
Например, у нас один из комментаторов сейчас проспал покемонов.
Difficult as spiking.
А кто должен был прийти?
Должен был Сильв прийти.
Yeah, he's always one
Он
tile
неплохо
away from
разбирается в
seeing you,
покемонах
so-
и...
По-моему, он работает
This
сейчас.
game right
Он
now,
работает.
so we're gonna need it later.
Мгм.
That woman can't see you. This one can. I almost messed it up. I was very ready to take the main
Да ладно,
out
кто-то
of,
другой уже
Shu for
записывал.
taking that super steady in his record, and then I messed it up. So I
Ну
tried
Ну да,
to
они
do that now.
знают нам
What a
одного
shame.
пацана вообще.
No
I tried to.
patronizing to
А,
that.
человек с ним очень
So
хорошо
we
комментирует,
visited
приятно.
Pacific-Log.
Плюс он очень
And
хорошо
on the first
разбирается в
tile that we've
покемонах.
actually activated it, flown away because we just need it for a fly
Или вот
location
бы
later.
Кравсил еще из армии вернулся.
7.8 out of 10.
Вот я бы
2
там
water.
забалдел.
I agree. Look, it's even raining.
So, more story stuff.
Чатик. Осталось немного
We're gonna
до конца
watch a
покемонов.
cutscene again.
Seeing the showdown between our two climate disasters.
О, катсценочка. Легендарные покемоны смахиваются друг с другом.
Really has the
He's not
Kyogre has the
thought
upper hand.
Props to Growlithe though, he's still staying here. Probably has to have a choice, really. He's like, how did I get here?
Ну, популярная тема, что есть вот две версии игры, там каждый по какому-то легендарному покемону, и вот здесь это какие-нибудь древние покемоны. Вот здесь всегда там есть какая-то катсцена, какой-то сюжет вот вплетенный в эту тему. Вот мы с ними сейчас знакомимся.
23,790 and we need to reach 50,000. I know the viewers, our chat, our amazing people can make it happen.
I will love that. It will be so poetic.
Any Silicon Valley CEOs in chat?
Maybe. Yeah.
The ghost of Stephen Jobs.
The ghost of Stephen Jobs. Wait, he's dead.
Oh no. So the reason we repelled earlier in the seafloor cavern where we did is because it wears out here, and that allows me to repel at the same time that I escape rope.
И да, и нет, мы близко...
We don't know. At no point has anybody told us where
Почти близко, да.
So we're just gonna guess.
Почти близко это вот...
У нас еще впереди 4...
Зули на минутке.
So I get to repel here before we do the escape rope.
Именно так.
Saves the menu.
Yep. Now we have to go sightseeing again. We've been told about this amazing location called Sky Pillar.
Yeah, so Sky Pillar is
Покемоны — это серия. Помимо того, что игры, это также серия аниме.
Мерча. Там.
Это карточки. Это не только игра в стилистике JRPG, я не знаю, даже за жанры не очень. Это и головоломки разнообразные. Это детективные вещи.
Коллекционирование, да.
Да, то есть очень много. Соревновательная есть часть. Изначально покемоны же были придуманы как соревновательная игра.
Я бы сказал, главный концепт всегда был вот это коллекционирование, что вот разработчик игры, он, короче, такой, вот я в детстве там смотрел всякие жуки, жуков собирал там коробочки, и это было вообще кайфово, а вот такое на компьютере сделать там, на приставке игровой.
Покемоны даже расшифровываются как карманные монстры.
Ну и там типа взяли как уже в духе Final Fantasy Legends сделали игру. Да, механику там взяли из этого Megami Tensei.
Hey bro, I was sleeping. What the heck?
And this is all we're here for. So we're going to go fly back to Setopolis. And now we get to talk about RNG in cutscenes. Because if Pokemon didn't have
Из Megami Tensei, кстати,
so the weather cycles between this
и
rain and intense
пошла вот эта тема с уязвимостями.
and Kyogre and story and other uninteresting stuff. But it actually cycles randomly. And this cutscene can't finish until the rain cycle finishes. So there can be a variance of up to about 12 seconds to where this cutscene decides to finish, and you have no control over it. I think you looked into manipulating this at some point, didn't you, Shiro? And it's like impossible.
Yeah, Xara and I did look into that. I think you will help with that, right?
No, I did not.
Бывали с Megami Tensei раньше покемонов. Шин не было, а Мегами было. Шина не было, звучит как какой-то мем.
It's gonna decide how long this cutscene is going to last. And it's not that it's RNG, it's just not in your control.
So this cutscene could have ended at any point when Rayquaza flew off. This is very bad. This is very bad. Wow, we're still going.
Yeah.
Wow, very nice. That's a great example. So I'm pretty much going to hand over to commentators now because this next section is extremely difficult.
Yeah, so Sky Pillar 2, is where we go get Rayquaza. It's really where we show off the limits of the Mach Bike. We have those tiles which you have to bike over at full speed or else you fall through. There's a lot of tight corners. So getting through here without bonking is like the goal. It's very tough though.
I've done it once. Ever.
Let's do it again.
But once we get to the top, we'll see Rayquaza, and I think we'll just let you...
Вот моя любимая часть покемонов, это когда на велике катаешься. Просто как они придумали эту штуку в red-части, так до сих пор прикольно.
Блин, вот как раз таки в рейде велик был, ну это ужас был, на нем невозможно было кататься. Честно, тебе говорят, что это быстрый транспорт, который позволяет тебе очень быстро перемещаться, ты его берешь, из инвентаря тратишь на это 5 минут, потом едешь на нем 5 секунд, попадаешь в случайную битву, выходишь с нее, и ты без велика, и тебе снова нужно 5 минут твоего выбирать в инвентаре. Реально, ты больше просто тратишь на выбор его, чем просто используешь кроссовочки для бега. По-моему, даже когда ты локацию меняешь, он тоже выходил. Короче, такая себе вещь.
Spoilers.
I mean, how else?
I'm gonna catch it with my mind.
Your mind.
So the odds of catching a Rayquaza in a Pokeball like unmanipped are 0.04%. So to actually find an RNG cycle where we have a reasonable chance of catching it, we do have to wait a little bit. So just enjoy the atmosphere.
70 уровень против 45-го.
Вот это жесткий файт.
I feel really good about that. I'll be very disappointed.
Он будет его пытаться поймать.
Come on, you got this.
Изи. Изяйше просто.
Первой попытки.
Наманипил игру немножко, да, но типа, схватил вообще супер жирного покемона.
Обычно на этого покемона идут после прохождения основного сюжета.
Ничего себе.
H G R.
Oh, okay.
Capital H.
Yeah. O-D-L-E.
O-D-L-E, yeah. There you go.
Spelling is hard, bros. The hardest part of this run has been spelling. Which one? Ah, we got Brave 1. Let's go. I got the best Rayquaza.
Wow, nice.
Yes. Very, very nice. So, there's not really that much in it between the Rayquazas, but getting the best one means you get the slickest endgame.
What was harder, spelling or the manip?
Spelling. I'm not very smart, okay? I can press buttons good, but I can't spell well. So, we now have Big Green Fog, and he will stomp the endgame. So, yeah, that's basically it. We don't really need to do much strategizing from here. This is probably the worst fight, actually. There's a Kingdra in this fight that we'd like to hit fly on. That's also likely to double team.
I mean, there's no bad fights, but this one's probably the worst.
Yeah, well, I guess Champion is a little bit rough as well. Probably worse, but this one feels worse. After you hit a successful manip and it's all going well, and then you miss fly here and you just feel terrible.
Yeah, that ice puzzle, by the way, you really don't want to mess that up because there's lots of trainers lurking underneath.
Использовался небольшой трюк,
чтобы поймать
легендарного покемона.
I'm glad I didn't really acknowledge that until after I'd done it. Didn't think about how stressful.
В принципе, до конца рана у нас ваншотные бои, поскольку игра немного не предусматривает то, что мы будем легендарным покемоном. И защищать джимы.
Never hits. Alright, this could be bad. This could be fun.
Да, оверсуйте.
Okay.
Похоже, очень далеко.
It's a bad luck.
Yeah.
Потому
So
что,
we
ну,
can
Райнеру
fly.
очень сильно
If we
повезло.
do hit fly there, we can extreme speed the
Первая
next
попытка
Pokemon,
его,
and then we
конечно,
outrage the last two, and we
поймать
don't
не
get
так
confused,
сложно.
which is a lot.
Но на нем спокойно можно было и
We are gonna end up confused
3-4...
at some point. If I get the
5.
3 turn here, I'm just gonna
Раз
risk the
ресетнуть.
confusion on Crawdaunt. If I get 2 turn, I'm gonna heal it.
Yeah, this is one of the big reasons you want to get person berries, but
No,
these
Peasant
guys-
Berries suck.
Все-таки
these
по
guys
большей
don't
степени
like that
покемоны
safety,
это
so-
немножко рандом.
I like to go
Peasant Berries.
fast.
I like to have fun.
И иногда не очень
So
сильно
we could
щадящий
heal
рандом.
here, but we're 50-50 to get through, and the damage that we hit ourselves with is nothing, so we might as well just risk it. Easy game.
Он уже заработал те пузырьки,
We do
которые
need to do a
потратил
very
на свою
little bit of
ставку.
setup now on
Так что
Rayquaza
я не
4
сильно
and 4.
жалею.
We don't really need any better moves, but we do need moves with a bit more power points. Extreme Speed has 5 and we've already used 1, so we're going to run out of those very quickly. And Rest is useless, so we're going to teach Aerial Ace and Waterfall. We need to have Waterfall as it's a required HM. But Aerial Ace is like our main damaging move because there's lots of power points on it, so we're not going to run out.
It's funny how this guy gives you Water Pulse, and he's the 8th gym leader when you have Surf like a year ago. You got Surf.
Water Pulse is
Yes.
a little bit useless at this point.
It's a 65 power move versus
95.
Surf's 95.
You get
Little
for
silly.
context, you get Water Pulse on the second gym in Fire Red Leaf Green.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so Aerial Ace is very good because, you know, stab damage for Rayquaza just pretty much demolishes everything. So really,
move we'd really like to have
Парень
access
довольно
to
расслабленно играет. Сразу видно,
the
что
move we'd
знает
really
свое
like to have
дело.
access to is Dragon Claw, because it would do a lot more in general and has the same number of power points, but it's very difficult to get. The TM is locked behind a waterfall in Meteor Falls, and the other option is to heart scale and
Да, на нашем еще змее летать можно. И, собственно, отчасти поэтому наш начальный покемон
So we want to
водяного
keep flying
типа,
outrage.
чтобы не можно
We don't
было
really have a
плавать,
choice. We have
чтобы
to
он
keep flying,
всегда
but
активный
obviously want to
был.
keep outrage. General plan going forward is going to be get through the first 2 or 3 Pokemon and then press the win button and hope for the best.
Использовали
yeah,
Repel,
there's a few
Repel.
swimmers in
чтобы
this section,
не участвовать
but you
в
just go
случайных
along this
битвах.
one horizontal path and you can perfectly avoid them.
They can look scary, but they are actually free.
Yeah, that's like the easiest surfing section really. And then Victory Road is in the dark, and there's going to be spinner passes, and it's all on the bike. So
Мы
that's cool.
взлетаем по
It's the final hurdle,
водопаду.
really.
And it's the very last one.
It's a really fun
But
section to do,
first-
actually.
But first, we're gonna bully our childhood friend.
Oh,
We've
it's
got one more
Wallet.
bully session. Please
Wallet.
donate to please donate to cure Wally's bullying.
Wait, I bet Wally would give us the rest of the money for Steven.
Do you reckon we'll get to, what is it, 28,000 we need? Wally, have you got 28,000?
Of course he does. Look at him.
How much more do we have on that incentive?
So right now we're at 26,337. We
Тем временем
really
Покемон
need to
Эмеральда
push for
чуть-чуть
it. I
начинает
know you
подходить
guys can do
все
it.
ближе и
Is
ближе
it
к
okay to
концу.
read a couple donations?
И по Donation
Yeah,
Incentive,
sure.
как я могу заметить,
We have a $5
похоже,
donation
не
from
собирают
Sebby
деньги
99
на
that says $5
битву
train
со
for Steve.
Стивеном.
Choo-choo! All aboard the Steve train. We also have a $10
Но
donation from
фанаты
Beast Rex that says
донатеры
bad
все
luck,
пытаются
amiibo.
и пытаются.
This was
Но собрать
pivotal
половину,
to
конечно,
watch.
не будет.
Keep up the
Вам
clever
как
commentary
понять
and
просто
awesome
невозможно.
gameplay.
Thank you very much.
We have a $357 donation from Midoriki that says donating for 357. Tropius, the best flying banana tree dinosaur ever.
That's funny.
Henhoken donates $25 that says Hehohe from Germany here. A lot of jinx in this run. Can I hear its cry, please? Shiru.
That's
Would
what I
you
want to
want to
use.
do
Shuri.
this one first?
No, that's okay.
I can do it. Shoutouts to Kizaron for this one.
Донаты с озвучиванием покемонов, это, конечно,
So yeah, we've got
интересно.
about like 15 minutes left of this run as a heads up.
Oh no, we have to make sure we make it happen. Donation train, please, 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 please. I would really be happy, and the runner would be happy, and the commentators would be happy too.
I would cry.
Just in general, lots of happiness.
Yeah.
Is it okay for me to keep reading or?
Yeah. If you want to keep going throughout Victory Road, we're only bopping
Okay.
nothing trainers.
We have a $258 donation from Coding Wizard that says, "For my first partner in Pokemon, Mudkip." Aw, that's so cute. And then Pokemon trainer Christine donates $20 that says, "Christine, use donate. It's super effective. Pokemon speedruns are my favorite during every GDQ, so I just had to donate to make sure we get to beat Steven."
That's great.
Mind of Damon donates $25 that says,
Yo, Damon.
"Let's go, Meeps. I'm ready to see some crispy execution and clean gym battles, and I hope you pick up the god item that starts with a P. I trust
sorry.
that you know which one I mean. You got this and deserve it, man. Thanks so much for all you do for this game and community." Aw.
No personberry, unfortunately.
Maybe him and the
He
protein.
means personberry. No, he means personberry. Yeah, I know exactly what he means. I'm sorry to
Как же
disappoint
перекачан
every one of them.
персонаж.
Nice.
Damon's
Как
a
же
great runner as
перекачан.
well. Also a recent runner about the same time that Kurt started running.
Yep.
Всех
He's
сносит.
advanced really well in this game as well. It's really nice
We
to
had a
see.
bit of a rivalry.
Yeah, you guys are very
Yeah.
close on the leaderboard still, aren't you?
Yeah.
Shout outs to him.
Да, вот
He
этого
deserves it.
покемона,
He's a
конечно,
great runner.
поймать, это сильно.
We love them.
Yes. It's probably a good time actually just to mention while we're just destroying nothing Pokemon.
Реально, говорит,
Just to shout
вау,
out to
я
the
всех
Gen 1 to 3
уничтожаю.
community in general. It's always a blast just being.
Да,
I've
ну,
been a
просто
part of the community for
расслаблен.
like 7 or 8 years now, and it's just nice. The people that I've met, the experiences I've had, the competition, it's all been great.
Поднимаем
If you're
по
interested out
водопаду.
there in learning Pokemon speedruns, I'd really recommend joining that Discord server.
Absolutely.
There's loads of people in there that are super happy to help. Just going to interrupt what I was saying to get past that spinner.
That was not easy, yes? It's
was
not
really
easy.
nice.
Рекламирую
Yeah,
Discord
it is.
сервер
What can I
для
say?
спидранеров,
So that was the last spinner we have to pass in the run, and we have to do it in the dark.
который...
But yeah, if you're interested in
Ну, Discord сервера спидранеров это имба. Если вы хотите чему-то научиться, вы просто приходите на Discord сервер, и вы сразу выучили ран.
Ну, вообще это да. Спидранеры, когда нечего делать, они учат людей, как спидранить. А покемон спидранерам очень часто бывает нечего делать.
Ну, в основном в Дискордах все гайды лежат, там всякие страты.
Better than highlights, we actually have people who are willing to
Современная.
help. We have a community that's very, very willing to help newcomers. It's not, you know.
Плюс
some people
обсуждают
like to troll,
актуальные
not
страты.
really. I mean, some people do like to troll, but it's in a good way. We don't really want to hurt you. We
Кстати
just
говоря,
want to help you to gain the speed
мы
run.
уже почти прошли игру. Эта локация, в которой мы сейчас находимся, называлась Victory Road.
I'm kinda evil.
Это, так сказать, дорога победителей.
That's it. Everybody else is good.
Yeah, I suck, so don't listen to me.
Да, мы можем пройти по этой дороге только если победили всех джим-тренеров.
I want 8 of those. So that's actually not super
Glove.
required for the run. This is in case we do
И,
Steven after the
как мы
run.
можем понять, именно
Man, you've
это
got
и
like
сделал
10
Райан.
or 15 minutes.
Но это еще не все.
Get those going.
Впереди у нас еще
And we
4
can
очень и
typically
очень сложных
donate-
боя,
donate. Typically
которых,
deposit
ну, в 3 он, скорее
every
всего,
one of our
будет
other Pokemon over in Rayquaza here, because
побеждать с одного удара, а
if
вот
you have a full party
последний
Pokemon, every one of them
это
gets
уже
put in the Hall of Fame,
спорно,
and our
спорно.
time ends after the Hall of Fame fades out.
И если на бой со Стивеном не наберут, если ГДК на покемонах не наберет денег, это закрывать из ГДК.
So
Я не
Sydney
понял
is
вообще.
free.
Где деньги?
Yep, no setup even required.
Стивен это своеобразный такой
Yeah. Our stats are really good for this fight. And, I mean,
персонаж,
let's
который
say
приходит
the
из
best
части
music
в
in the game is
часть,
Maxi/Archie.
и он
I
является
disagree
последним.
very kindly. This is the best music in the game.
Как его?
I think
Как правильно
in
это
terms of the
сказать?
track that the Maxi Archie one's better.
Забыл
But
это
it's
слово.
nice to hear this if you're in a
Боссом?
run.
Ну, у нас помимо... Есть, помимо джим-лидеров есть еще 4 этих... Легенды, не легенды, как это называется?
Легендарный покемон.
Нет, тренера. Ну, типа 4 очень крутых тренера, короче, так скажу. И Стивен всегда был 4-м. И в этой части он перестал быть 4-м, и он, короче, ушел из профессионального покемон-тренинга. И в игре Pokémon Emerald мы можем найти его и сразиться. И он как бы является, так сказать, самым сильным покемон-тренером в игре.
Although the first turn control, we have the second to last Pokemon in the run that has Protect, and Double Protect is kind of annoying. The Dusclops has Pressure, and if it Double Protects, we'll have to use Aerial Ace to kill it. And that uses up 2 Aerial Ace power points, which will mean we'll have to fly 2 Pokemon on Champion. But that's the kind of margin for error we're dealing with in the Elite Four at this point.
Немножко непонятно.
Ну,
Стивен, он как бы... Ему надоело постоянно участвовать в соревнованиях, постоянно быть лидером крутых покемон-тренеров. И он просто такой, пойду камушки собирать. Ну, это буквально его описание, серьезно.
They probably didn't expect you to go right there after the story ends. But
yeah, maybe.
Did you guys go for this as children?
Don't remember.
I think in a follow-up playthrough maybe, but not my first one.
Раньше у нас самым крутым тренером считался Ред. Но, по-моему, в Эмеральде нет.
Also with these stats, 150 attack and special attack. I mean, yeah, go ahead, eat the world alive.
My attack stat is currently like 270, I think. It's ridiculous.
A little silly. But yeah, this fight is free. It's very simple. You just press the move and the Pokemon die.
We're at 32k apparently. Keep it going, guys. Keep it up.
We made like so much in like 10 minutes.
It's actually accelerating.
10 minutes.
There's 3 fights left of this run.
You guys want to see the showdown with Steven
Для завершения рана. Этого вполне хватит.
We need to go get our revenge because he wasn't very good in the.
Красненькие сегодня, кажется, расстроятся.
One is extremely bulky, so we're gonna have to set up X attacks, or only one actually. But
Опять FPS у раннера.
This Celio can either use Hail or Ice Ball. Ice Ball's faster.
Это именно со стороны раннера поток немножечко поломался.
I appreciate that, Celio.
And earlier we mentioned abilities that cancel out weather effects. Turns out Rayquaza has Airlock, which so if he did get Hail there, he wouldn't be getting hit by it every turn. So it actually doesn't lose as much time as it would for another Pokemon.
Yep. Also,
it's still 10 seconds.
So normally you would use 2 X attacks in this fight, but our attack stat is so high that you can just go for 1 and fly the last Pokemon and one-shot it. This Rayquaza is very good. You know, Rayquaza on its own is good. Just imagine this one.
Yeah, the stats we have are ridiculously good because we did manipulate them as part of catching it with the Pokeball. So missing a fly here would be disastrous because I'm fairly certain that I will die to Ice Beam. It's not disastrous.
15 тысяч осталось для Стивена.
Shouts to Wayboy, who is a very talented runner who lost a very good PB to missing this fly, which is unfortunate.
Second place.
We can never escape the 5% mischance.
Yeah, we see it in Tackle, Mudshot, Fly. You name it.
Drake, also pretty free, however, the lead Shelgon has Rock Tomb, which it can randomly use rather than Protect. Not the end of the world if we get 1, because I can X-Speed. I have a spare X-Speed in the back, and I can use that to account for the drop. If we get 2, and he hits both of them, that becomes an issue.
Yes. quite unlikely. You're not likely to see Rocktom here. You're way more likely to see Protect.
We're at 35,000 now. We're getting closer. We're getting closer, please.
You've only got you've got 5 minutes, maybe.
5 minutes. Oh my goodness.
if that.
Please.
We got double protect, but it failed, thankfully.
До конца
So
рана
this fight's
осталось
free now.
5 минут, я так понимаю.
Do you want to do a donation?
Нет, до закрытия донатов на
Press
Стивена.
buttons and win.
Brony donates $50 that says must beep Stevie.
Yes.
Marp also donates $50 that says maybe we can get a $50 train going for Stevie. $50 from Saltas that says, did I hear $5 Stevie train? Did I do it right? You did it right.
Ну, сейчас какой-нибудь богатый покемон-фанат придет и закинет десяточку.
Shouts to the Japanese runners, they refer to this as garbage salamence like. We actually have to wait before we go into the fight menu there.
Обычно так и происходит.
All right, inching ever so closer into the.
Ой, Donation Train, конечно, ух.
Yeah.
We have one more fight, and it's going to take
Get
about
on
3
board.
minutes.
You got this. Really simple.
Возможно, они специально ждут последнего мгновения, чтобы
Quite
просто
deep, but you will remember for this one.
пробить непробиваемые.
One more fight. How much damage do I take on this? Oh, I have to heal. Okay.
That's okay.
Yep.
You need to save anyway.
Yes. So, champion fight is the only fight that Rayquaza can
То, что они за последние полчаса 1020 собрали на покемонов.
The lead Pokemon is a Whalmer, Whalelord even.
Да, Donation Train, конечно, ускорился.
Quad effective. It won't kill us, but it will do a lot of damage. Crit kills us. Freeze is really, really bad. Although I have full restores, not the end of the world.
You truly become a Pokemon Emerald runner when you lose a run to this fight.
Yep. Macwing lost one to this recently.
I've
Very
never lost
sad.
a fight to this fight.
You're not an Emerald runner, sorry.
Yeah, sorry,
I'm
sure.
not.
You've just been demoted. I'm 3rd place now. Let's go.
Wow. I'm so sorry, everybody.
2 minutes left. Well, probably 3 by the time we do the cutscene. I'm presuming I don't die.
All right.
Еще 3 минуты осталось.
Here. Hopefully we do get that.
Please miss with Blizzard.
He can
10 тысяч за 3 минуты. Ну, это жестко.
Kind of slow, but it's very safe.
Come on, let's get it.
О, гайс, они смогут, они смогут.
Но они почти 5 закинули за 2 минуты.
Да.
No crit, no freeze. Okay.
Под конец всегда, там, знаете, такие чуваки с деньгами, они, короче, сидят и троллят людей, ждут до самого конца, чтобы вкинуть.
40,000.
Very
10
nice.
more to go. Let's
10
make it
more.
happen.
Wow, this will be pretty epic.
Somebody activate the Yeti.
Чтобы все офигели от
calling
ожидания.
signal.
Ого, 1000 прям за секунду.
So,
По-моему, сейчас самое интересное это смотреть, когда она отлетит, а не на покемонов.
We can just aerial ace our way through. Unfortunately, there is a Gyarados in the middle of this fight that has Intimidate.
And Hyper Beam.
Ну, прям она прям двигаться начала
It also has
интенсивно.
Surf, which it seems to use sometimes if it doesn't think Hyper Beam will kill. Don't really know why. I think it has anything
Счетчик
else.
донатов, он просто не останавливается.
7,5.
Very likely to
Течет.
kill us.
Потекло по трубам просто, пошло.
42,000.
О, 43. Пошло. Плюс 250 вообще. Ого-го-го. Нормально, плюс полтос.
And then that's it, we win.
Yay.
We've got a minute. You
You
guys
have
have got a
1
minute.
minute, guys. Come on, you
Please, we're 43. It's still going. It's still going. Oh
Чуть
my
больше
goodness.
минуты
I've
осталось.
never felt so nervous.
I'm racing versus 60,000 Twitch
5 тысяч за минуту.
I am betting on the Twitch.
Соточка,
So that
соточка.
you're mashing
45.
Amiibo.
О, да, вот это, конечно, жестко.
I know you can do it, chat.
You haven't missed a donation incentive yet. You're not going to break my heart like this, are you?
Oh wow, it just jumped 1,000.
Каточка.
Nice. Amiibo, you
GG,
should
Amiibo.
just
Great
read
run.
the text boxes.
Thank you very much to you guys for coming to commentate. I appreciate it very
Thank you for
much.
having us, and you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you did Game
Make sure
quick.
everybody in
500.
chat gives Kurt and Shiro a follow. Feel free to follow me as well. I'm determined to get this record.
47-48.
Trying for so long.
Yeah, he really.
76.
Oh, it's so close.
It's getting close.
So time will end on fade out.
1500.
On the Hall of Fame, I will say
49.
time.
Тысяча.
I may mash a little bit slowly just to give these guys a chance.
48, 48.
500.
So close, guys. I know you.
Готово.
guys do it.
Готово.
Ей.
49.
Is it happening?
Oh my
No way.
god, it's
Oh
so
my gosh.
close.
Yes, да, не успели.
That's
На
insane.
последнем мгновении. Кто-то закинул 2000 аж.
Time is about to be done. Well done, GG's. I'll take that
Thank
out.
you guys so
Proud of
much.
you.
I lost that race.
We take a defeat, honestly. Let's. Wait.
Да, в принципе, ран вообще на этом должен
So time's
завершиться.
coming up. It's time now.
Эх, 10 минут осталось до
So, we
стимейта.
went
Да.
and sit through the cuts, the
Я
credits
потерял
as much
очень
as
много
it gave
поинтов.
us a safety save
7000,
right
не
before,
так
so let's
много.
get straight back in. We've got Stephen Jobs to defeat.
1000
Stephen,
потерял.
quote unquote, keys are on Jobs.
That's right.
Я побольше.
Steve Jobs.
Давайте.
Your dad.
Рад того, что...
Деликатес! Закрываем сейтив!
Mum. Apparently Mum
Нам
didn't
нужен
deserve a
следующий
real name.
сейтив. Победит ли он Стивена с первого раза?
Yeah, it's a little bit dark, I'll be honest.
Да,
Mum
давай,
thinks
давай.
looking after the house.
He kind of looks like he's evil.
What, are we getting Latias or Latios? Which one do we prefer? Edo, do you want to choose?
Мы можем сами открыть.
Oh, which one is the?
Мы можем, у меня тут тоже закрыт сход.
Which one?
Well,
Так он уже закрыт,
Blue,
этот
blue, blue,
стимейт.
blue, blue.
It makes no
Ah,
difference.
but
We're
we're
not
gonna
gonna get
закрыть.
it.
Ладно.
Just for the text words.
Ладно.
Живой! Закройте.
Told me.
We are going to go bop Steven. Steven is the most powerful trainer in this game by a long way. It's an optional post-game fight.
Закрой, закрой,
With
школьник.
Rayquaza, and Rayquaza, it would require a bit of setup, but Rayquaza would stomp. That feels a bit cheap. I feel like we used and abused our Swampert, our little mudkip that took us through 3/4 of the game, and then we just turned it into an HM friend at the end, and we didn't really give it its moment in the limelight. Rayquaza came in right at the end and just stole all of the glory. So we're going to go beat Steven with Swampert, because I think that's the fitting end to his story.
but how is that possible? Swampert's only level 45 and Steven's Pokemon are all like level 78.
We're going to need to do some work to get... we're going to have to do like a Rocky-style montage of getting Swampert into shape for this.
Wowie.
Он сейчас слишком быстро.
Доберется до
Keep
него.
Tiger.
We come here to Slateport. That's for two things.
Ему нужен
I would
кальций.
like some calciums. This will boost
На рынке.
Swampert's special attack.
Берет. Растишку купил.
And then
Free.
I'm going to take a small detour to go and get a rare candy that we didn't
The
pick up in the
110
main run.
candy.
Guys, don't give your Pokemon performance enhancing drugs at home.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are
please
trained
don't do that.
professionals. Please do not recreate this at home.
No, we're not. We're insane.
Yeah, true. You're insane. I'm just stupid.
Я, конечно, думаю, что он с первого раза его сможет победить.
So that's the
Судя
first
по
rare
тому,
candy.
как
I
он
actually
себя
need two, but
пробафал.
we also need some other help for...
Ну, всякое может
our
быть, потому
Swampert.
что,
We're gonna need
по-моему,
to
как раз у
Falabo.
Стивена будут
Is it
70-левельные
Falabo? What do you prefer?
покемоны.
Fallerbor.
Yeah, I have no idea. A load of X special.
Это своеобразный мем игры.
This is not an item we
Стивен
use
это,
yet.
короче, еще один босс в этой игре.
We're gonna get it just in case.
Немножко ну, типа секретный, там,
I am scared.
эндгейм контент. Вот. И на него сейчас собрали донат, его сейчас будут бить.
Да,
Did you know
обычно
there's
мы
a
должны
waterfall
его
here, and did you know there's a
искать?
rare candy at the top of it?
и только после того, как мы его находим, мы
Yes,
сражаемся. Ну, Райер, конечно, знает, где он.
Oh, my internet's dying. I think it's on my end, Mike.
У раннера умирает интернет, и, похоже, Стивена мы в итоге даже не увидим.
Just want to let everyone know we're having a little bit of technical difficulties,
О,
but we will
доносится,
try to get
да.
it fixed right away. Please
Признавайтесь.
stay
Кто вот
tuned.
свои пузырики проиграл и теперь отыгрывается на нем?
So we're still fixing at the moment.
Ладно, пока мы
we
ждем
have a little tiny break.
восстановления
Gotta
интернета
prepare for
раннера.
Steven, okay? So let's read some donations
Далее у нас
since
будет
there are a million
Баузер
of them.
Фури.
$25 donation
Это,
from Fabulous Team that
получается,
says, always
я так
excited
понимаю,
to see
ром-хак
some Pokémon
Супер
Emerald.
Марио Брос. Правда, ну, не подскажу какого. А, нет, Супер Марио 3D World. 3D World, да-да-да.
We have a $25 donation from Haunt You Forever that says, had to donate during my favorite Pokemon game. I started with Sapphire, but
А может, и не
Emerald is my
ромка, кстати.
favorite.
Я не
Here's
знаю.
to having the
Ну,
worst possible luck on
Ран
the
должен
rest
быть
of the run.
забавным.
Huh, speaking of that.
Сколько? Все, на 38.
All right, and I think we are ready to beat
Что, не то
Steven.
сломали?
Let's go.
Very sorry about that. So,
Они
worst
восстановились.
possible look apparently translates to IRL look. My internet decided to have a sleep. If you missed it, all we've done is pick up a rare candy. And now we are on our way to Meteor Falls.
Just nice little bonus run to bike there.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird one to do.
У нас закончился рефил,
So,
но
I have
почему-то
intentionally
ранее
not repelled again.
не применяет новое, пытается.
Hello again, chat. I do want to get
No,
one more
random
level on
отыграть.
this one because there's kind of no point rare candying this when I'm this close to the level up. So this is an
Мы
intentional.
можем очень легко апнуть уровень
little
покемона,
side
поэтому с
Так,
роботом сразились.
So now we get
В
to
чате
use all
пишет,
the
мол, тут
performance
хак
enhancement
Марио
boosts that
без
we've
амибо.
got.
Там же них не совсем хак, типа.
Там не хак, да.
Это типа
There's a
официальное
very specific reason why
дополнение.
I bought four
По
calciums,
сути.
and I will explain why once we get to
Боузер
the
Фьюри
final.
это как
This
раз.
fight is not free.
Потому что недавно
for
вышло
a few
на
reasons.
Nintendo
One of
Switch.
them is
Это
that us one
вот
was
они
level 40.
перевыпускали,
Redemption
по-моему,
specific
Супер Марио
we're gonna
World,
use
и
is
как
a
раз
little bit less
Боузер
free
Фьюри
repel.
это дополнение к нему. Вообще, очень крутая тенденция,
So
что
this is an area of the game that we don't normally get to see.
к играм
It's effectively
очень
base game
старым
against the
выходит
waterfall.
дополнение
Well, I suppose you could come here and do this after one if you
в
want to.
наше время.
Yeah, but Steven wouldn't be here until
Там
after you,
к
you
Постулу
leave.
выходили дополнения, там Ромеро делал Ваду для Дума, там еще
This
что-то в
room's
таком
a
духе.
nightmare
Это
to
круто.
bike through. Close. Look at that rock. That's terrible. I hate that one rock.
Это очень круто.
Вот мы и нашли Стивена.
You might be wondering why
Давайте
it's gonna take 10
делать
minutes. This
ставочки.
fight's gonna take a while.
Первой попытки.
So, we need to set up 2x speeds because all of Steven's Pokemon are either rock or metal, steel type. Sorry.
Ну, правда,
So
мы
that we can
виртуально
outspeed them
делаем.
pretty well, but we do need 2x speeds. And we need all
Воображаем,
six-
что у нас
we need
есть
all six
prediction,
special
прогноз.
boosts that we can get from X specials, and we also want Torrent to output as much damage as possible. This Skarmory 3-shots us with the Aerial Ace, so that's 2x speeds. And it also has Torrent Toxic, so we are going to be doing a lot of healing here. Because we're going to have to heal after 2 Aerial
Надо
Aces. If I get Aerial Ace
подхилиться.
into Toxic, I get a free turn.
Печально,
It
что у
also
нас
has
не оказалось,
Spikes,
что
which we'll use at
операторов
some point, hopefully, and that'll give
закрыть
us a free turn as well.
Было бы прикольно.
But it's going to take a little bit to set up. Toxic can also miss, although it kind of doesn't matter. So I get another setup turn now because it's Toxic. Hello, cute chat. There's the spikes. I do have to heal here because I'm dead on the next turn. If he'll only Aerial Ace here. So that spikes was actually not useful. But in the time, it's never not been useful. Do you remember how many specials I've used yet? Because I don't. It's 2, okay. Thankfully I buy 11, so I know exactly how many it is. This setup's kind of a nightmare because if he crits us with Aerial Ace on the second turn at any point, we're dead and we have to try again.
Прокачиваем
It's worth it to get
основного
Swampert
покемона
last moment in the
прошлого.
night.
I agree. He deserves the best.
I'm really.
А почему он использует водяного, а не Лего?
Raise, what was it, like 30,000 in the last 10 minutes? That's
Yeah,
insane.
that's absolutely
Против
crazy.
металлического
I've never seen anything like that.
водяной
Thank you so
эффективный.
much.
That's some
Crazy.
GDQ energy there.
Yeah. Pat, give
Член
yourselves a
воздушный
pat on the back,
против
you did well.
металла. Не очень.
This is the last one. Hopefully he's gonna not crit me here, because that would really suck.
У нас используют
Thank you.
психические
I
атаки.
survived that, but I have to full
Да.
restore because he's gonna murder me on this turn.
Используются
So,
психическая
this is
атака
the
на
reason
нас,
why
и
I
мы
bought the
можем
fight
сами
here. I don't
себе
actually
урон
need it
нанести.
necessarily.
Причем
It's just that in
шанс
this
очень
situation,
высокий.
I might
Что так
have a
произойдет.
turn to burn because I'm ready to go, but I need torrent. So I want him to knock me into torrent. It's toxic, nasty, toxic.
Видно полностью все покемоны металлического
Also, the
типа.
reason we bought antidotes somewhere. There they are. Because I might want the low health, but not the toxic. Please knock me into torrent. It's not torrent. Come on, dude, get it together.
Короче, он пытается сетап получить на вот этом вот
You also
покемоне, но
super potion for this.
не может, он получает
It's a shame.
неправильное количество
I
урона.
might as well use a speed. I need to stall a turn. There we go, that should be torrent. Easy money, right.
Nice.
So, the reason why I had to buy 4 calciums is because there's a Cradilly in this fight. If I don't use any calciums, I do not kill it, even with all this setup. And plus
Просто
6 special
мгновение
attack
ока
and torrent,
уничтожаем.
it still survives.
Даже не получаем уровень за
4 кальциума сожрал,
I use
чтобы
2 XP.
получить
Actually,
вот
they're using
такой
3, but I
урон.
need 2.
Какой-то
yeah,
странный
that was the first
сетап,
thing I used.
короче, на
So,
самом деле.
with 4 calciums, this is a 50-50 range. And if I miss it, I die.
Okay.
У него шанс 50-50.
He also
You
can
might
crit
have to-
because of the dire
yeah.
hit.
Well, that's
It's
why
one
we
in
use the
8.
dire hit.
Поэтому ставка реально была бы
Yeah.
классной.
Very cool. We would have to bring in
Ему
Big Brother
везет, он
Equalizer
даже
at that point
критические попадания наносит.
if we did die. But now Steven is free. Goodbye.
Все,
Stevie.
отлетаешь, Стиви.
Goodbye. Everything. Everybody's dead. We're
Развалил,
just
ранер
everything.
Стивена.
And thank
Ah,
you
ну,
very
повезло.
much to GDQ and everybody that's watched this run. It has been an absolute pleasure.
Просто
I'm quite happy with the run. We got mullered by Norman, unfortunately.
здесь уже нету никого, кто предоставляет
Really
угрозу.
that you guys managed to raise a nutty amount of money right at the end to hit this incentive. Thank you, Kurt and Shiryu again, and Edo for the excellent Pikachu impression.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, dude. GG's on a
Это
great run.
GG.
GG, that was really good.
Очень хороший раунд, хороший ранер.
Not a single optional and very good.
Размазал вообще Стивена. Ну там жесткий сетап к нему, конечно. Просто там по всему игровому миру просто съездил, набрал предметов.
Over the next couple of months. Goodbye, Stevie. And I think we can hand over to the GDQ staff unless you guys have got anything else to say.
Nope. Thanks, guys.
No,
Watch
thank you very much.
speedruns of Pokemon. Watch them a lot. They are great.
Yes. And feel free to give any of us a shout if you want to
И
learn.
вот и все. Покемоны, гайс. И дальше нас ждет дополнение Баузер Фьюри.